biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, is on for your Monday afternoon.
Mason, Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go, the Monday, August 4th edition of the Hall of Famers. Happy Monday. Hopefully you had a beautiful weekend. Johnny I is at the Idaho compound. Mace is here, and look who's back in the producing chair.
Why don't we just cancel the show so we can write notes to Greg?
Greg Bergman sitting in for producer Laura today. Brian Cohen's here, the social media team in the back, as we are ready for some sports talk, Jack. Luka signs his extension over the weekend. We'll talk about that. Dodgers, maybe some Angels baseball, maybe. Wasn't that great how all the teammates were there Saturday with Luka? I mean, except a few of them. But, you know, who's counting, right? That and so much more fun. Let's do it. The biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. Your Monday afternoon right now.
Ah! Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What is up, people? It is a big Monday. Some of you like to say Happy Monday. I do not.
Happy Monday.
Hashtag blessed. Yeah, hashtag blessed, all that. So we were blessed by Luka Dončić signing an extension with the Lakers, John. I really felt like this was going to happen, and I felt like Luka was sending a message by doing it on day one, and he clearly did.
And the Lakers are fortunate that he could have made more money if he would have waited.
Yep.
But I think he wanted to, and he's so set up, and their cap situation is so set up.
Yeah.
That in 2028, when this is a 3-year deal, third year's a player option, he'll have 10 years of service.
Yep.
He's going to become the league's first $80 million a year player.
$80 million, wow.
And in the meantime, the Lakers have no worries now. They can build the team around Luka. And he's locked up for at least 2, and I think probably way more than that. The next time you have to even confront this is in 28.
Yeah, 28.
Yeah, if he opts out of his player option, but I don't think he will.
Yeah, and by the way, even then, if he were to opt out of that, then he wouldn't get the full supermax by leaving. So it's highly and
they're well positioned.
Basically, he's making up all the money he lost from Dallas. Is that fair to say?
Not all of it, but he will eventually. Yeah, I mean, Dallas. If Dallas wouldn't have traded him, he would have been eligible for the supermax, for a 5-year supermax. But now that he signed this with an opt-out in 2 years, he's going to get all that money back. It's just going to take him a little longer.
Bergman is filling in today. Bergman,
What's
how
happening?
did we wind up with you here?
Because everybody is either hurt or on vacation.
Yeah, a lot of injury around the place, right?
Right. So Emily is on vacation.
Yes.
Lindsay is on vacation. So that means that Jorge produced Travis and DeMarco, and Kasim was on the board.
Yeah.
And in the afternoon, Lindsay's on vacation, so Funchess is doing that, and Laura's out today with an injury.
MRI. She's having an MRI.
Yeah, she's getting an MRI.
Getting an MRI, so there's just no. I would have had Brian do it after he did such a great job last week.
Brian kills it. He does a great job.
But unfortunately,
you need to deepen your bench, Bergman. You need to be like Andrew Friedman and go out and sign some like Tommy Edmond types.
You got the money. You just got a new contract. You got some money for me?
Sure. I got the cortisone shot in the neck on Friday. And,
how'd that go?
I think it went okay. I can't quite tell if it worked yet because they say it takes 7 to 10 days, but it feels okay. We'll find out. It was, they put you under. Getting put under is like the weirdest thing in the world because
they put you under for a cortisone shot into your neck,
into your cervical spine. Because they send a camera in there to try to find right spot.
Does the this dumb question, John Ireland style, the camera, I assume, goes down your mouth?
No, it goes in through your left shoulder blade. So they go
they
in
they
through
make an incision and slide a camera in there?
Yeah, so my bandage is here on my shoulder blade. That's where they actually went in.
Wow.
For the cervical shot.
That's crazy.
It's weird. But the thing I like is I got really good Dr. Hunt is my doctor, friends with Dr. Clapper over at Cedars-Sinai. He says, "I'm keeping you off the table." And that's what I want. I just don't want to go back for
I've always
more
really
surgery.
admired that about Dr. Clapper, that if you go talk to him about any ailment you're having, he's a surgeon.
Yes.
He's the chief. His number one thing he'll tell you is, I want to keep you out of surgery.
Yep.
And so that's how you know he's a good doctor, because he cares more about the patient than he does about cashing in a check.
No doubt. Brian, hit that song, because Saturday night, I want it that way.
these guys are at the Sphere, right?
Yeah, it's Sphere, and everybody went to Sphere. Luka was there, Mark Walter was there, Jeannie was there,
Rob Pelinka
was there. Everybody went to Sphere to celebrate Luka's extension. And Luka was singing away. He once said his favorite boy band is Backstreet Boys. And this is a show I would be totally up for seeing, Ireland.
Oh, well, you know me.
Yeah.
I would go in a heartbeat. You know what they could do? They could get all three of them. They could get NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, and 98 Degrees and do a triple show at the Sphere.
Wow, that would be amazing. Yeah. Sphere is just... Brian, you've not been there yet, have you?
Sadly, I have not.
Yeah,
we got to experience
when
that.
when the Eagles come back around. They're coming back around in the fall, and we have a well-placed connection in Deacon Fry. We should rally for a trip to go see the Eagles again at Sphere. You haven't seen them, John.
If it works out, the first ESPN televised preseason game, Dallas and Cooper Flag against the Lakers,
really
in Vegas. So if on the off night, the Eagles or anybody good is playing at the Sphere, that's the night we should do it.
Yeah. No, that's actually perfect. Yeah, the Eagles have set their dates for basically September through October. So that will potentially work. They're playing every Friday and Saturday during that stretch, and it is an amazing show.
So
but I thought
it looked like Rui was there.
You see Rui?
I see Rui there, and I see a couple other guys.
I didn't see Austin there.
I didn't see Austin. I also didn't see LeBron.
I think LeBron wasn't LeBron with Jeff Bezos in south of France?
I feel like that was a couple weeks ago.
Well, that was a couple of weeks ago. LeBron was last seen posing in front of a Clippers logo.
Did you see that?
All right. I don't know if I should reveal this or not, but I don't think I'll get in trouble because he put it on social media.
Yes.
He has also been seen at the golf course I play at regularly.
Oh, okay.
So he's working on his golf game too. Him and Bronny.
Although posing in front of the Clippers logo is a weird thing to do.
Why?
Why? Because they are the other team in town. Why would you pose with any other team logo while you're getting ready to play 25-26 with the Lakers? Honestly, and it is very carefully curated. Like, he absolutely put it out there. It was in a series of pictures, and the first picture was him in front of the Clippers logo. Now, that did not happen by accident.
Was he working out in their gym?
It looked like he had a foam roller in front of the Clippers logo. Do I have that right? I think it's a foam roller in front of the Clippers logo. Why? It's one thing to work out there. It's another thing to actually promote their brand or co-sign or any of that stuff. To me, this is the kind of stuff, and this happened last week, this is the kind of stuff that keeps LeBron from being beloved in Los. Like, I think there are a lot of people that love LeBron. I don't think he's beloved, in part because of all this crap, posing in front of the Clippers, all that kind of stuff is just trolling us.
Well, you're kind of talking out of both sides of your mouth, because you have always said that the Clippers are meaningless. It means nothing. They never win.
No, I hate the Clippers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why is it something now that LeBron's in front of a Clipper logo? You know he's never going to play for the Clippers, right?
Well, why would you post that photo?
Why not?
Everything he does is on purpose.
Yeah, it's on purpose. He's trolling people.
Yeah, he went to Cleveland and he wore the hats and he was doing the whole thing in
He's
Cleveland.
from there.
I get it, but he's doing that. I
understand. That wearing a Cleveland hat, all that stuff.
That's all part of it. Especially the part where there was all these rumors that he was going to ask for a trade. He was in Cleveland posing in Cleveland stuff. And then he's in L.A. and doing things with a Clipper, not just a Clipper logo, the word Clippers in giant letters behind him.
In huge letters.
It's all on purpose.
To me, there is a difference. Let's continue this. Also, John, I think Christine Brennan's coming on with us today.
She is at 1:30 to determine who is the more famous person from Toledo,
Thank
you or her. It's close.
It is very
close. I will try and be a fair arbiter in that
Okay,
one.
good. We will do that coming up for you as well. It's an LAFC ticket giveaway on 710 ESPN. Caller number 7 right now, 877-710 ESPN. You win tickets to tomorrow night's game at BMO as the black and gold battle Tigres in the League's Cup. Be caller number 7 right now, 877-710 ESPN, and you will be at BMO courtesy 710 ESPN. So get ready, LA. AARP Los Angeles and ESPN LA are teaming up to kick off the 2025 football season in a big way. We're giving 2 lucky winners a pair of tickets to the first professional football game of the season right here in LA. That's right, you and a guest could be in the stands, soaking in the energy, the action, and the thrill of the game. No catch, no purchase necessary. Just a chance to win an unforgettable experience thanks to AARP Los Angeles. Here's how to enter. Just head to aarp.org/Los Angeles. Scroll down to the news section. That's aarp.org/Los Angeles. Scroll down to the news section and fill out the entry form. Quick, easy, no purchase necessary. Got to be 18 or older, legal U.S. resident to enter. Void where prohibited. Promotion runs August 4th through August 22nd. For official rules and to enter, visit aarp.org/Los Angeles. Head over to the news section. This giveaway is administered by AARP. Don't miss your shot. Enter now. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Tomorrow, it's a heavyweight clash in League's Cup. The Black and Gold takes on Mexican powerhouse Tigres in the third and final match of Phase 1 in League's Cup.
It's over. LAFC have grabbed the extra point on a second save by Thomas Hasal in the shootout.
Pre-game of LAFC and Tigres starts tomorrow at 7 p.m.
We know they're a fantastic club, but we look at every game, every opportunity as a challenge that we welcome, especially here at home to fight and play in front of our fans.
On 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Looking for an easy way to save energy and earn money? With Clean Power Alliance's Power Response Home program, you can do both. Simply reduce your electricity use with small actions, such as unplugging appliances or air drying laundry during times of high energy demand. You could earn $20 just for signing up. Power Response. Great for your wallet and for the planet. Get paid to power down today at cleanpoweralliance.org/home.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
You've probably heard of speed dating, but what if there was something similar for hiring, especially if you're running a growing business? There is Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You can post your job today and talk to interested qualified candidates tomorrow. Simply select a time, and Zip Intro finds and schedules qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you'd like to connect with and meet and greet people through back-to-back video calls starting as soon as the next day. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason and Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
All right, soccer fans, this one's for you. It's the Soccer Dream Ticket presented by San Antonio Cardinal. Your chance to win an unforgettable trip for two. We're talking 2 tickets to the final match plus hotel round-trip flights. Enter your chance to win at soccerdreamticket.com. That's soccerdreamticket.com. Brought to you by San Antonio Cardinal Wine, the perfect game day wine. Ireland, I saw 2 movies this weekend.
What'd you see?
Number 1, not for you. But I saw Fantastic Four, which I thought was the best Marvel movie in a while. Pedro Pascal is just so friggin' good. He is just, everybody loves Pedro Pascal.
People are saying that movie, along with Thunderbolts, I haven't seen either one yet, is saving Marvel.
Yeah, I thought Thunderbolts was okay. I think this one's really good. The other one, John? Naked Gun. Oh, man.
So I watched Pamela Anderson last night with Liam Neeson on Andy Cohen. It looked like they were having a lot of fun.
Yeah, they are together now. Good for them. Yeah. The jokes just keep coming. It's almost like Liam Neeson was born to play this role. The action guy
and
who
who
sort
would
of
have thought?
Yeah. A few years back, nobody would have thought the Taken guy would be this. He is so funny. She is so funny. There are so many lines in it that I can't actually passed them along.
So how does it connect to Leslie Nielsen and the other?
They're the kids.
They're the kids.
They're the next generation, yeah. So his dad was Frank Drebin, Leslie Nielsen.
Got it. So he's a Drebin.
He's a Drebin, exactly.
And is he just the same as Frank
He's
Drebin?
just as dumb as Frank Drebin was. Yeah, it's excellent, excellent movie.
Does he pretend to be an umpire and do all these crazy?
Did not
that
do
the
that,
best scene
but he
ever.
did a bunch of that stuff. It's just a terrific movie, and it's nice that there's a movie that you can just go and laugh at instead of trying. I don't want a thinker. Sometimes I don't want a thinker. It's like Mason and Iron. I don't want a thinker. I just want basic. You know what I'm saying, Ireland?
Basic.
Basic. Oh, are you quoting Inventing Anna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
So basic. So Ireland, we're on this subject of Luka Dončić signing his extension.
Right. Oh, by the way, let me interject something.
Yeah.
Bill Nuss, our guy, and so I have not verified this, but Bill said the reason that LeBron was standing in front of a Clipper logo is that Clutch has purchased the Clipper gym and facilities and have not redecorated yet.
I still don't think you stand in front of a Clippers logo.
I've never thought you're making something out of nothing more than this.
Wait a minute. In the history of the world, you've never thought I made up something as big as this?
No, I've never thought that you would make your. This is literally nothing. I can show you pictures of Kobe in Celtic clothes one day when he went in there to work out and he didn't have his clothes.
But would Kobe have posed in front of a Celtics logo with it saying Celtics really big?
I can show you him in complete Celtics gear working out.
Wait, is this pre-draft?
I can't remember.
I think that's pre-draft when he hasn't been.
Oh yeah,
done
that
anything.
is pre-draft when Kobe
He didn't post it himself either.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
there
he
was
didn't
no
post it
Instagram
himself,
at the time
right.
too.
But also, you guys really think? I mean, you know me. I love conspiracy theories, but all three of you think LeBron, Clutch buys the Clipper gym. They haven't redecorated yet. There's a picture of LeBron with the Clippers in the background that he calculatedly put it on social media to troll Laker fans.
100%.
Yeah, you're out of your mind.
Absolutely.
You are out of your mind.
I know, really
by the
are.
way, and here's the thing. The thing about this is he did it in a very careful, on-purpose way. And I feel like LeBron, with all the Luka stuff, is getting sort of lost in the shuffle. Maybe he's feeling like, well, maybe I'm not.
You're worried people won't recognize LeBron anymore?
No, but
when
maybe
he walks down the
I'm
street?
not being appreciated the way Luka's being appreciated. So I'm going to show them what it would look like if I wasn't here anymore.
Every single thing that LeBron does, every word, every emoji, every picture is carefully maintained. He knows exactly what he wants to do at every single moment. So putting that picture behind him is totally on purpose. He could have turned it 90 degrees and had nothing.
Who do you guys think McMenamin would agree with, me or you guys?
Well, he's such a tight. Right. He's so tight with LeBron. I would imagine he'll come down on LeBron's side.
Sedano would be on your side, John.
Yeah,
Cappy
Sedano,
would
your
be on
side.
our side.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. You guys can go ahead and have fun with it, but I mean, there's nothing to it. I don't know why you would think LeBron would go to the Clippers.
No, I'm not saying he would go to the Clippers, but posing in front of the Clippers brand seems inappropriate for arguably the greatest player in the history of the game.
Yeah, I think he literally walked into a gym, they took some pictures, and he sent them out and never thought twice
You know, it's
about
interesting. It's so weird because only the first one has got the Clippers logo. All the rest of them don't have it. He took the one with the Clippers logo and made it number one on his list. That's why I think it's on purpose. Now, I want to let's dunk in here. Shams Charania was on today, and he was talking a lot about, in particular, LeBron.
LeBron James is LeBron James. He's entering year 23, or an NBA record. No one has played at this level this late into their career. He's going to be 41 years old in December. So this is a really delicate balance that the Lakers are playing. On one hand, they're really celebrating their new face of the organization. On the other hand, it's how do we give LeBron James the respect that he deserves as well as a four-time champion. He's the one that brought the Lakers a champion. So it's been a very delicate balance. LeBron James, for his part, he's been enjoying his summer as we see him playing golf. But I am told he's been supportive and understanding that the Lakers are moving more toward a Luka Dončić-led future. Now, what does that mean for LeBron James? He's opted in, so technically he is a Laker. How will he finish his career, though? Is he going to play year 23 and finish out in L.A., and that's going to be it? At the end of the day, I think the Lakers even understand he's going to end his career on his own terms. He wants to end his career on his own terms. I think he's earned the right to do that. we just don't know what that looks like yet.
Will he finish his career as a Los Angeles Laker?
Now, that I don't know. I'm pretty sure, and again, this is just me speculating. Nobody's told me anything. I'm pretty sure he's going to play this year with the Lakers, the whole year.
Yeah.
But after that, all bets are off.
Don't you think it's interesting that Sham said he's technically a Laker right now? Like,
Right,
why
'cause
throw
he
in the
opted
word
in.
technically?
Because he could always demand a trade.
Yeah. He is technically a
He's
Laker.
tech-
It does
it's
make
not-
it sound a
he's
little more
Laker.
temporary.
Right, exactly. Instead of saying he's a Laker, he's here for the year.
It sounds
He's-
subject to change when you phrase that. Now, I don't want to put
Right.
words in Sham's mouth, but it does sound subject to change.
He did say technically.
Yeah. This, John, you always say, why do people not get LeBron? Why do people not? This is the kind of stuff that I think he uses to hold people at arm's distance. Like, look at the way Luka handled, this offseason compared to the way LeBron handled this offseason. One guy seems all in, and the other one seems like he's along for the ride.
But if I believe 100% that if Luka would have done the exact same thing, gone to work out in a gym, taken a picture with the Clippers in the background, guys like you and Greg would not even have brought it up.
Well, no, that's that's so wrong.
Wouldn't even have brought it up.
That is so wrong.
Absolutely.
We talk about every single emoji that LeBron James squeezes out of his keyboard.
Correct.
We
But you
absolutely
don't
would
do
have
it
done
to Luka.
Because Luka says all nice things. All Luka has said since he's gotten here is, I love Mark Walter, I love the future, I love my extension, I love being here, I want to be a Laker for life. That's all he said. If he all of a sudden posed in front of a Clippers logo, you don't think there would be backlash? First of all, he would never make this mistake. Secondly, there would be backlash.
These guys work out in gyms all over the country.
Right, but we don't see pictures of logos in gigantic letters behind them.
Yeah, this logo thing is literally, you are making something out of absolutely nothing, and it lends myself to the theory. It's confirmation bias. You guys are all looking for reasons to trash LeBron.
Have I not been a staunch LeBron defender?
Yeah, but what are you doing today?
Because this is ridiculous. He's doing exactly what everybody thought. This is why he's not endeared to people. I am a huge LeBron. I think and I've said this many times, for me, he is the greatest player in the history of the game. Okay? Period.
But so the greatest player in the history of the game, you have a problem with working out in a gym that has a different word behind it other than Lakers.
He can work out wherever he wants, but posing in front of an opposing team's logo just seems highly inappropriate. And the fact that it is the number one picture in that slideshow says everything.
Absolutely means something.
It says nothing.
And if Luka did the same thing, we'd be killing him for it. But all Luka has done, he gave money to the fire relief. He gave parking away to people right when he first got here. He's going to the Jordan one-on-one thing that over the weekend. Signed an extension. Everything he does.
All that stuff.
I love this place. I want the city of Los Angeles to love me too, whereas everything that LeBron has done has been the exact opposite.
Wait a minute. The 7 years LeBron played here means nothing.
What has he done in the community?
By the way, I did not say that.
No, you didn't.
I did not say the 7
Greg, you're
years
being
means
ridiculous.
No. Why?
Because LeBron built an entire school
in Cleveland.
Right. Well, wait.
Yeah,
so because he's helping kids somewhere else, that makes him a bad guy?
This is a totally unfair point. LeBron does a lot of really nice charitable things for the community. I refuse to believe that he's not. That to me is not an area of criticism.
No, I'm saying that everything that Luka has done has been great here in Los Angeles. Everything that LeBron has done, which is amazing. The iSchool is one of the coolest things I've ever heard of. It's amazing what he did in Cleveland.
Your first reaction to it when I brought it up was, in Cleveland, he doesn't like us.
It wasn't that he doesn't like us. He hasn't done anything to bring himself to Los Angeles, to have the people of L.A. love him. He just hasn't done that.
Yeah.
Doesn't take away from his ability to play basketball, be great for the team, and be really good on this team and bring us a championship. That's all real things. But the city, what has he done?
Yeah, you're being ridiculously unfair.
That to me is unfair. See, now you put me in the middle now.
That's fine. You don't have to agree, but I also don't think that he's done anything for Los Angeles to get the people of Los Angeles to truly
literally
love him.
brought a championship to Los Angeles.
On the floor.
Wait a minute. What do you think his job is? His job is not to be mayor of Los Angeles. You're actually criticizing a professional athlete who plays harder than anybody else. It's the number one gate attraction. The reason why the TV deal is the richest in the league, and you're on him because he's not charitable enough. What have you done for charity?
No. Look, I am not a billionaire. I am not a billionaire athlete.
Charitable contributions.
That is
to
you are
LeBron.
just completely pushing to a different area because I am not a billionaire athlete. I barely have enough money for rent, okay? So let's try and go away from that.
But you're comfortable criticizing a guy that does tons of stuff for other people.
I am not criticizing his on-the-court play whatsoever.
You shouldn't be criticizing his off-the-court either.
We're talking about the difference between Luka and LeBron, right? This whole conversation is the difference between Luka and LeBron.
I'm talking about why you constantly
you're changing
hammer
the conversation.
You'll come up with a different reason tomorrow to hammer LeBron.
No,
what he did was such a tired act. LeBron is a basketball player. If you don't want him on the team, fine, but you don't get rid of him because he doesn't give as much money to charity as you want. That's ridiculous.
It's not about how much money he gives to charity.
You said that literally 60 seconds ago.
You didn't. You said he hasn't done anything for the community, and I would argue that's not true.
Tell me what he's done for the community.
Look,
and I'll back
know.
off.
He has a charitable foundation. I don't know what good he is up to.
All I know is what Luka has done.
By the way,
it's out there. It's everything he's done for the city of Los Angeles. Luka has already in the 6-7 months he's been here.
It's it's hard to argue that Luka hasn't done this exactly right. Luka has done this
100%.
In a tremendous way, recognizing both the heritage of the Lakers and recruited guys, all this stuff. Signed his extension. Luka has made a tremendous first impression on Los Angeles without any question. And I think Luka is going to be beloved for that. All right, coming up next, we're going to spin the wheel of questions. It is Bergman's wheel today. Do you have something there, Greg?
Sure.
You're producing again.
Yep, I'll have something.
We'll do that. Coming up next, Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, time to talk about Toyota and the Southern California Toyota dealers. There's never been a better time to find the Toyota that's just right for you at your Southern California Toyota dealers, or go to Toyota.com. You can explore the full lineup of vehicles, compare features side by side, search all the inventory, and see the latest offers. And check this out. All you 4Runner lovers, and I know a lot of you, the legacy continues with the all-new 25 Toyota 4Runner, four-wheel drive, confident ground clearance, up to an amazing 465 pound-feet of torque. This is the new face of adventure, the all-new 4Runner, available now at your Southern California Toyota dealer. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
The fun way to drive home is with Sedano and Cap.
Coming up today at 3 p.m.
Marcus, George Sedano, Scott Kaplan with you here. Thanks for taking the time, buddy. What went into the decision in regards to you joining the Lakers?
For me, it's being able to get back into that mode of, being on a big stage, making an impact, and, helping the team win.
And now, let me ask you this. How much or how instrumental was Luka in recruiting you over here?
Oh, he's big time. The fact that, a player of his caliber, checking in, and trying to see, what he can and how I can get over here to join, him and LeBron and everybody else on this Lakers team to come over here and, help do something, make an impact, to do something great. We understand that we play this game to win championships.
Sedano and Cap on 710, the fun way to drive home.
Sedano and Cap.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Is it time to sell your home? Whether you're downsizing, moving, or inheriting a property, call Sellers Advantage. With decades of experience, they offer custom cash solutions and can close in days. No repairs, no agents, no hassle, just a great offer that gives you peace of mind. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com. Don't worry, sell happy with Sellers Advantage.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Sellers Advantage.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
Empower. Tim collects bobbleheads. A lot of bobbleheads. Baseball bobbleheads, race car bobbleheads, little chihuahua bobbleheads. He's got an entire room strictly for bobbleheads. Does he need them? No. Is his wife mad about it? A little. But Tim works with Empower, and he got good at money, so he can be a little bad. Ooh, horse bobblehead. Classy, Tim. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, here each weekday. You know what it's time for? What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
Huh.
We were late.
Little bit late.
A little bit late.
That's a dumbass
There you go.
question.
That's the one I was looking for. All right. What do you got, Bergman?
I'm sure John is very happy that I'm back in the show. I love working with you, John. It's always
Yeah.
fun to do those, have those
It
back and
shows.
forth.
It shows.
So this question's about golf. So hopefully this will be something that you can help me with, John.
Okay.
Um,
Played a lot of bad golf over the weekend. I should be good.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of where it goes because I played at Moore Park with my brother over the weekend, and I shot a 98. I broke 100 for the first time.
Nice.
Ever at that golf course. It's very, very difficult. How do I keep that up? Because I don't know. I mean, it's not just practice. I felt like I figured something out, but then it never stays. What's your best advice for me in here?
Go to a golf pro and get a real lesson. You can try all you want to fix yourself, and you can watch golf videos, but find a golf. If you need one, Greg, I can give you a guy. But that's when you get super off track, you got to go get a lesson. Like, Mace, that's what you did. Your guy was good.
Yeah, my guy was excellent. It didn't go anywhere for me because in my heart, John, I did not love the game. I did not love the game in my heart. And to devote as much time to it as it requires to be even just decent, I just didn't have it.
Yeah, but Greg, that would be my tip for you is go find a pro to give you a golf lesson, and he'll straighten you out. They'll put your swing on video. He'll show you what you're doing wrong. That's the best way to get better.
Is there a cheap solution?
Aside from a lesson.
The lesson might cost you $100.
Okay. All right.
Is that cheap enough for you?
Well, is one lesson going to be enough?
Well, yeah. Well, he'll give you things to work on, and then you can, once you get the lesson, you'll have there's more work to do, but at least you'll know what you're doing.
Yeah,
that's what I would do. Golf's really hard.
Brian, how's your golf game?
I go to the putt-putt courses quite often,
Nice. Yeah.
Besides that, it's not very good.
Oh,
so
through the
I'll stay
windmill.
there.
I can kill that thing through the windmill. John is in Idaho, by the way. We're all back here in L.A. This is interesting. As a Rams fan, I'm a little bit concerned about Matthew Stafford.
I was going to ask you. I saw this. I was going to ask you about this.
Now, this is Dan Orlovsky from earlier this morning talking about Stafford.
This team's trying to play in February. And I remember, hearing the Colts long ago when they were with Peyton Manning and going on their runs. And, their offseason, everybody would start their offseason in March. And the Colts would have, some analytical date, a thing of if you played X amount of snaps during the season, you wouldn't start your offseason program till some point in April or May. I think there's a very similar philosophy of August. I understand reps matter, no doubt. Matthew Stafford and Devontae Adams could line up on the field today. What are you going to run? 20-yard comeback, and that ball will be on the face, and Devontae will catch it, tiptoe on the sideline, and be fine. So I just believe that those guys have thousands of reps themselves, and they'll be fine. I truly, truly believe that this is a non-thing, and he will be fine.
Okay, so my sense from being at Rams camp, and I think we talked to a few people about this, Matthew Stafford, it doesn't seem like it's serious, although he is going to see a back specialist. I tend to agree with Orlovsky. I know he's very close to Stafford. But Bergman asked an interesting question today. How many games could the Rams afford to play without Matthew Stafford and still make the playoffs?
Wow,
in other words, with Jimmy G.
Yeah, that is a good question. I think if he misses more than 3 games, they miss the playoffs.
More than 3?
Yeah.
I said 5 only because of this, John. Because they allowed only 13. They allowed only 13 points a game during the second half of last year. they were just a force defensively. Great young defense. Had they continued in the postseason, they probably would have broken the all-time record for most sacks in a single postseason. They had 9 in the wild card playoff game against Minnesota. So I really think this is, and I know we got Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua and Kyron Williams and all these guys. I think the defense is going to win games for us this year. For that reason, I think they could survive without 5, especially given the fact that they're only playing 5 games against playoff teams from last year. How does that happen, by the way?
The schedule changes like you go up against a different division every year, and it's luck of the draw.
It is luck, and they got lucky this year. They got lucky this year.
You have more confidence in Jimmy G than I do. I think that if he misses 5 games, they go 1-4, and I don't even care who the opponents are. I just think Stafford's that important to what they're doing.
He is. There's no question. I mean, this is a hypothetical, right? Because again, I think Matthew Stafford is going to be okay, but. It would be interesting to see Jimmy G and Devontae Adams connect again.
Devontae will be so
he
mad.
will be so
He'll
thrilled.
Be so mad. I watched that happen for the Raiders. You did too, John. That was not a good pairing whatsoever.
Well, and this is one area that I'm always curious why teams don't spend a little more money on their backup quarterback. Because he's so important.
Well, here's the thing, John. Jimmy G, I think he's getting $10 million.
Yeah. Wouldn't it? Well, so your point is that they did spend money.
They did, right?
Maybe pick the wrong guy.
Yeah, that's their guy.
Yeah. All right.
Now, I do think that probably Sean McVay is an incredibly good influence on Jimmy G. I bet you he's a better quarterback
normally
now.
He has with everyone else.
Yeah. I mean, he has worked. I mean, Baker Mayfield.
That's a great example.
Spent a couple of weeks and all of a sudden turned into an all-pro quarterback. So I do think that matters. But in the end, if they have to play a bunch of games with Jimmy G, it is definitely a problem.
Especially because this is supposed to be such a good offense. You're talking about the defense, right? The defense is going to be
is going to be great.
Going to be great, but this is supposed to be a really good offense. That's why people are having them at 13-4 or 12-3 or 12 and whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's got a total 17.
Yeah, 12-5.
12-5.
So, but this offense should be good enough. So to say that you're relying on the defense, it just seems odd to me.
Well, it's
all
fully
those
half of the game.
Well, I understand.
And the question is, how are you going to win without Matthew Stafford? So, of course, I think it's going to be defense and not Jimmy G. So, of course, I'm going to lean on defense if I don't have Matthew Stafford.
Sure, but do you believe that Jimmy G can actually put up points with even the players that they do? They're all great. Do you believe he can put up points?
Not as many.
Yeah.
No,
and he doesn't throw deep.
No.
That's part of the problem. So all the advantages you would have with Devontae stretching the field kind of go away.
Absolutely. I'll tell you, I guess it's 1 month today to the start of the NFL season.
Really?
Yeah.
30 days.
1 month to the day. Yes.
First preseason game Saturday.
That's right. First
we
It's
have
Cowboys,
the Hall of
right?
Fame game already
Oh,
Thursday.
right.
I've seen enough Chargers. They look beautiful. So,
They look
soak
good.
it in.
Call it a season. Call it a season.
And Trey Lance, Brian, did not look bad.
No, he didn't. He played the first full half. Harbaugh said he was going to, but to that point, he came in, I think, off the, third in the depth chart. But I would not be mad if Trey Lance finishes as Herbert's backup.
Yeah. I would imagine that not even the Rams' backup, Jimmy G, is going to play during the preseason. I would think it's going to be his designated job, Stetson Bennett, is to play quarterback during the preseason. That's why they hold a roster spot for him, is for these 3 big games that they've got before the season even starts. It's 3. I think you're going
Chargers
to the
got 4, I think.
You're going to the Chargers game, right? You're using
Chargers,
my Chargers
Rams, yes.
tickets, and Laura's going to go to the Rams Cowboys game. But yeah, we're to that time of year, and we're almost there. Almost there. Hey, listen up, soccer fans. San Antonio Cardinal Wine and ESPN LA want to send you and a guest to the final match of the season. It's the Soccer Dream Ticket. Enter for your chance to win now at soccerdreamticket.com. That's soccerdreamticket.com. Brought to you by San Antonio Cardinal Wine, the perfect game day wine. Coming up next for you, Sports Graffiti, 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-ESPN. Dodgers finished 5-4 in this road trip. Mookie Betts continues to struggle. They're tonight against St. Louis at Dodger Stadium after a quick turnaround from sweaty Tampa. Man, the conditions looked awful for that game. Also, what do you think? LeBron, Luka signs his extension. LeBron, his reaction to all that. We'll get your calls in here next, 877-710-ESPN. In the meantime, let's talk about what really happens after an accident. The insurance company has got a playbook, and Jacob Emrani knows every page of it. Delay, stall, ignore. They make you wait and hope you give up. They say your injury isn't serious, that it was pre-existing. They look for ways to blame you. They deflect. They act friendly, ask leading questions, make it seem like they're on your side until they're not. That's the game. The law offices of Jacob Emrani knows how to play it. Jacob has been exposing insurance company tricks for nearly 30 years. When you call Jacob, his team moves fast, getting you medical care, fixing your car, protecting your case from day one. And you don't pay unless Jacob Emrani wins. So if you're trapped in the insurance runaround, call the law offices of Jacob Emrani and shut it down. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember...
Accident or injury, call Jacob Emrani. Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com. Remember, proud legal partner of the Rams, the Lakers, and LAFC. And you can follow him on Instagram and Facebook. Go to @call.jacob for great advice and prizes and more. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Tomorrow, it's a heavyweight clash in League's Cup. The Black and Gold takes on Mexican powerhouse Tigres in the third and final match of Phase 1 in League's Cup.
It's over. LAFC have grabbed the extra point on a second save by Thomas Hasal in the shootout.
Pre-game of LAFC and Tigres starts tomorrow at 7 p.m.
We know they're a fantastic club, but we look at every game, every opportunity as a challenge that we welcome, especially here at home to fight and play in front of our fans.
On 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
You know I love the outdoors and adventures. Hey, it's Travis calling all adventurers. Page, Arizona is your ultimate outdoor playground. Snap that iconic shot at Horseshoe Bend. Then hike the stunning 11-mile rim trail. Explore one of 13 breathtaking slot canyons, including world-famous Antelope Canyon. Craving water fun? Cruise Lake Powell by kayak, jet ski, or houseboat, or float the Colorado River to Lee's Ferry. Make Page your base camp for day trips to Grand Canyon, Zion, and the Wave. Start planning your trip today at visitpageaz.com.
Back when I played, leg cramps were no joke. Fourth quarter, overtime, practice, even when I got home, they would hit out of nowhere. Had I known about Highland's leg cramps back in the day, I would have had a locker full of the stuff. Now I'm retired, I still get these cramps on my morning walks, hanging out with my daughter, but now I've got something that actually works. Highland's leg cramps. The tablets dissolve quickly under the tongue and don't upset my stomach. Cramps hit athletes, weekend warriors, couch coaches, all of us. Grab Highland's leg cramps and get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS.
Hey, it's Mace. This year marks the 90th anniversary of Social Security, a cornerstone of financial security in America. For 9 decades, it has kept hundreds of millions of Americans out of poverty, given families across the country peace of mind and dignity in retirement. That's why AARP will never stop fighting to protect the Social Security payments you earned. Learn more at aarp.org/CA. That's aarp.org/CA. Paid for by AARP California.
Rams fans, the 2025 Rams regular season is right around the corner. Don't miss any regular season home games this year with marquee matchups against the 49ers, Lions, Texans, Buccaneers, and more for only $97 per game. In addition, get home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2025. Again, that is therams.com/2025. Secure your season tickets and see you at the Rams house.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station. And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And it's time for Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti, like we do every day at this time. Sponsored by our friends at BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout. Now let's do it. Let's talk about it on Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland.
right, here we go. It is sports graffiti time. Ireland is here, along with Bergman, Brian Cohen. We're getting your calls in here. All the lines lit. And let's start with Mike. Mike, you're on sports graffiti. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, long-time Lakers season ticket holder here. So the thing about LeBron is why I think he's so disliked is because he's so disingenuous and he's self-serving, and everything is always about him, his legacy. And I was talking to a current player who's a multiple-time All-Star and a current player that I went to school with and a coach. And I said, what's the rap about LeBron across the league? And he said a lot of players can't stand him. It's not because of the on-court. It's the way that he operates. If he doesn't like the way you fit in, he's going to go to management, get you out, and shipped out. So I just think the fans and the way he operates, he's a guy that just bounces around. It's going to do what's the best for him. And let's be honest, the reason why he came to L.A. is not because he wanted to be a Laker. It's because of his business opportunities, and it's worked out perfectly for him because now he's a billionaire. And you look at the way that Curry is so beloved by, everybody, and LeBron is the best player of this era, and he's not so much beloved. It's because of all the nonsense and drama that he creates, and I just think it's his own doing, and I don't think he's ever going to be as respected as he is, and that's a shame for being as great, the all-time great player that he is.
Okay. Mike, thank you.
Yeah, it's the number one thing that I don't get in 2025 is the Laker fans. People that want the Lakers to win hate LeBron. I don't get it.
Yeah, it can't be as a player.
Well, it's something.
He's just,
I mean, you're listening to the same calls I'm listening to. It's something.
Yeah, I mean,
like a lot of people do what Bergman did. They can't criticize him as a player, so they make up other stuff.
Well,
it's like crazy.
I personally think this Clipper thing is obnoxious and annoying, and
yeah, and I guarantee you there'll be a lot of people lining up behind you.
Yeah, let's go to Adam. Adam, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey guys, I am generally with John on pretty much everything, and I do think this is a very much a nothing burger. But at the end of the day, John, Bergman and Mason are right. He does everything with intention, and I think the best thing he ever did as a Laker was not necessarily win the championship, was the night that he tore up his speech and spoke from the heart about Kobe, and that's when everybody rallied around him. And the reality is unfortunately, we heard Daryl Morey's comments last week. People don't take – I count that championship as a championship. Other people, for some reason, don't. The reality is he's never really done anything. Forget has he donated to or been charitable with L.A. He's just never really ingratiated himself with the people of L.A. Luka, obviously, I don't know whether or not LeBron speaks Spanish. Luka went out of his way the other day to start his comments in Spanish.
Right.
He knows and understands the city. He gets what people like. LeBron just kind of does him, and nobody really knows who he is. He's so calculated that it's just like, who are you? And I'm just going to leave on one last point. Earlier today, Travis and DeMarco were talking about whether or not Alex Rodriguez, like who claims Alex Rodriguez as their guy.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of see LeBron in the same way. Like, obviously he's had more success in the team area and also all around, but who actually claims LeBron? Cleveland does because they don't have, like, real stars, but does Miami, does L.A., like, who claims it? I don't know.
All right. Thanks. I mean, honestly, he has bumped around a little bit, so you could make a case for Miami. Obviously, you can make a case for Cleveland. I think that will always be the legacy is Cleveland and winning a championship there.
But especially since he's from there.
Yeah, exactly. So I would imagine that when we look back in history, we'll think of him as a Cav a lot. Now, obviously in L.A. here, we'll think of him as a Laker, some fondly and some not so.
Based on all the shows we've been doing over the past couple of years when this topic comes up, would you blame LeBron if he left, if he just said, you know what, I'm out? I wouldn't. The way Laker fans treat LeBron, he's the greatest player of all time. He can play wherever he wants, and he chose here. And the response has been for Laker fans to just continue to crap on him.
Yeah, I mean, I think...
if I were him, I would seriously consider, like, look, I don't need it.
But I think LeBron should call his own shot, whatever that is. If LeBron wants traded, has to be traded, all that stuff. Go where you feel comfortable. And, and go where.
But if he does that, there's going to be a lot of Laker fans, and Greg Bergman's on this list that drove him out of town.
Yeah, drove him out of town.
I'm the
Bergman.
reason he's
You.
saying Greg Bergman. I heard him on ESPN 710, and I
That's
said
it.
he
I'm
was
done.
mad at me, and I'm out
done.
of here.
All right, let's go to Henry. Henry, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Henry.
Hey, long time. Shout out to the AC pros from Signal Hill. I'd like to hone in on the LeBron James thing.
Okay.
I had called earlier, and we as longtime Laker fans, appreciate when they give back. But it just seems Mr. James has always taken more than he's given back. And then lately, he's been doing a lot of good things for the community. But I hope everything's okay. Go Lakers.
Thanks, Henry. Yeah, I think that's really unfair. That call is really unfair. He's not giving back. I mean, LeBron James absolutely gives back. He's got a charitable foundation. I don't know every project he's involved in. I know he's got the school. But to say he doesn't give back is not right.
It's insane. But, I mean, you know what this is? It also reminds me of the political movements in these countries, whatever side of the aisle you're on. It's just gone on steroids. It's like this narrative's out there that Laker fans don't want LeBron. And I just, it befuddles me.
But do you see the connection, because I think most people do, between the post he made last week and the crap he's getting today?
He
made a post for the Clippers, then LeBron, and then Luka did every single right thing, and now today LeBron is getting criticism.
Here's what I care about. I want LeBron to put up 25, 8, and 8 like he's been doing for the last 3 years. And what he does off the field or off the court doesn't concern me. I'm a Laker fan. I'm a basketball fan. He helps us win. If you want to nitpick him for things he's doing off the court and you say that you don't want him here, I don't get that. He helps us win. If you're trying to think that if you want to say LeBron isn't doing as much right now at this stage of his career than Luka is, I get that. But LeBron helps us win. That's it.
So I just want to be clear. I've come on to your side with him being here. I think he is the best person to have on this team this year. If we want to win a championship this year, you need LeBron James and Luka Dončić playing together. That is absolutely true. Nobody wants him to go anywhere.
Yeah.
We're just upset with what he does off the court, with putting the Clippers logo and making him become a person that we're talking about him for dumb things.
Yeah, it is a weird thing to have done. Honestly, it just it pissed a bunch of people off. Let's go to Scott. Scott, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Scott.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, man.
Good, Scott.
Long time listener, big time fan. LeBron only does anything for himself, first of all. So, if he wins the championship and Luka Dončić is a fucking MVP, dude.
Okay, thank you. I hope he is the effing MVP.
Only YouTube got that one.
Yeah, you never know.
Congrats, YouTube.
It's Sports Graffiti. I'm killing 8 seconds, 9, 10.
Moment of silence for that call.
We are okay. Let's go to Mateo. Mateo, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Mateo.
All right, guys. So I'm a degenerate gambler, and during this time of season right now, I spend a lot of time betting on the WNBA.
Nice.
Because it's on opt-in, but I haven't been watching as much recently because Caitlin Clark is hurt. Now, in the past few games, there's been a neon green object that a fan has thrown onto the court.
Do you know about this, man?
Yes, I do. I've seen this weirdness. Yes.
Okay, so my question is, this is bringing eyeballs to watch games because people want to see what the next color object is going to be on the court. Do you think the WNBA should embrace this to get higher ratings?
No.
Yeah, no.
I don't think throwing sex toys on the court at any event is a good idea. Although what I will say is I don't think it's the end of the world. People are calling for this guy to be locked up and thrown away the key.
But it is super disrespectful, I think.
Well, it's also dangerous to throw anything on the court.
Right.
Anything.
So what do you think should happen to that guy? What did happen to him?
They arrested him, but I'd ban him. Just say you're banned from the arena forever.
Yeah.
Anybody that throws any object onto a field,
yes,
a court, at an event, you're done. If you're that reckless. And by the way, I would extend this, Mace, to concerts. Remember a few years ago, people were throwing stuff at singers on stage?
I saw somebody threw something at Pink
And there was one singer that got something thrown at her, and she picked it up and threw it back.
Yeah,
Cardi B.
Yeah.
Was it Cardi B?
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, I think once you throw something on a stage, on a court, on a field, you're done. See ya. Goodbye.
Plus, wouldn't it show up on, like, the X-ray machine when you walk in? Wouldn't the toy show up and they would see it?
Yeah, I don't know how he got it in.
I don't think there's metal in that.
Don't you think that the X-ray would show this right here, like he's carrying it? No,
I guess so.
Nobody.
Depends on where you put it, I guess.
Let's go to Tony. Tony, you're on. It does. Tony, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Tony.
Hey guys, what's up? Happy Monday to y'all.
Yep, you too.
Yeah, how dare that last caller try to take us away from LeBron talk? All right, let's shift back to LeBron talk. All right, so first of all, LeBron, he hasn't done anything out of character. I mean, that's who LeBron is. He's always been. I mean, in the off season, he goes away, he goes back to Cleveland to train and whatnot. And yeah, he's strategic in every post he does. Every post has a meaning behind it, and that's just to get us talking about him. Kind of much like Jerry Jones and the Cowboys, he likes to be the center of attention. So yeah, it's strategic, but that's LeBron. LeBron's just being LeBron.
Okay, yeah. By the way, that picture of that Instagram quote, what it says below is also interesting. He says, say whatever you want, but you damn sure won't be able to say I didn't put in the work. We'll see what happens when I no longer exist. Man blank this blank.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hitting at. That if I was treated like Laker fans are treating LeBron, I would have. I mean, if he walked in tomorrow and said, you know what, I'm going to go someplace that wants me, I wouldn't blame him. I don't think he's gonna.
No,
I think
he's
going to play for the Lakers this year.
Yeah, I do too.
But the fans' level of disrespect for what LeBron has done, both as a Laker and his overall career, is astounding to me. Just like the most confusing thing maybe in my career.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
As I've said, as a basketball player, he is elite. As a passive-aggressive troll, he is also elite.
So at some point, the fact that he can't get through the media in Los Angeles, how would he do in New York? Let's say he became a New
I don't know.
New York.
He's not,
New York.
He seems to
well,
be doing
no,
okay.
That post said how sensitive he was. But oh man, blank this blank.
But
with you guys,
you guys already said the media would probably side with LeBron.
No, the people that
it's not
work
the media;
within
it's the fans that call the show.
Yeah,
let's just be honest about this. It's Dave McMenamin works with.
Well,
the league.
it said let's not go there.
Well, what do you?
that's
Well,
fine.
but wait, what do you think anybody that covers the NBA would say? They would say that the fans are not looking at the full picture. Greg, who covers the NBA regularly that would be on your side here?
I think Kendrick Perkins would be. I think that there would be a lot of
people
I think there would be a lot of people in media just in general that would be on the same size of what I'm talking about. It's nothing to do with his on the floor contributions.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think it's something that stirred a lot up. It kind of plays into this narrative that LeBron kind of wants to be here but kind of doesn't want to be here, that they're not building around him, that he's not necessarily the guy anymore, all that kind of stuff. I think all that stuff is at play, but I don't think that particular post was an accident. And that concludes LeBron talk.
It was almost, other than the sex toy guy, it was almost an all LeBron sports graffiti.
Exactly. Hey, it's an LAFC ticket giveaway on 710. Call 877-710-ESPN right now for your chance to win tickets to tomorrow night's game at BMO Stadium as the Black and Gold battle Tigres in the League's Cup. Be calling number 7 right now, 877-710-ESPN, and you will be there, courtesy 710 ESPN. All right, coming up, John. Yeah, it seems like all NBA rosters are set, but there's one NBA analyst who says there could still be a big move to come. That's coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Up next on ESPN LA.
More of LA's mega sports station and LA Sports Talk.
The 9-hour LA Sports Mega Block, made possible by Next Gen Air and Plumbing.
Got a clog? Call NextGen for their $88 drain cleaning special.
Visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. Tell them ESPN LA sent you.
Be sure to catch Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti, weekday afternoons at 1 p.m. on Mason and Ireland. Sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout.
Looking for paint that actually lasts? Vista Paint delivers expert quality, rich color, and pro-trusted durability, backed by over 60 years of experience. From your home to your next big project, we've got you covered. Vista Paint, since 1956.
Dealing with slow drains, dips in water pressure? Trust the experts at NextGen, the official AC heating, plumbing, and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. Their expert technicians fix even the toughest of jobs. Get your stubborn drains working again with expert drain clearing for just $88. Plus, enjoy peace of mind with their 30-day guarantee. Call NextGen now at 833-3NEXTGen or visit nextgenaaronplumbing.com to book online. CSLB number 1011173, 30-day guarantee and $88 drain clearing requires accessible clean-out and camera inspection.
Hey, it's John Ireland. Check out this true crime story. An IT manager came in on Monday, tried to log in, and couldn't. A ransom message popped up, all company data, customer files, bank info, everything was locked. If they didn't pay $250K in Bitcoin, it would all be wiped. Protect your business with Thrive, America's leading managed security provider. Start with a free cyber risk assessment at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Hey, it's us. Yeah. So I went to Costco, John. Saw a little hack. Somebody gave me a hack to get into Costco because I'm not a member and I don't have a membership. And they said just walk up to the Costco and say, "I'm meeting my wife here. She's already inside." And then they let you in.
But you didn't need a card to purchase stuff?
No, did not need a card. All you got to do is say, "I'm here because I'm seeing my wife is already in the store. My partner is already in the store. I got in. I bought hot dogs." That's what I've been told is like the big thing at Costco is the hot dogs. $1.50 for a dog.
How did you actually get to pay? You have to show your Costco card to pay.
I didn't have to at the hot dog stand.
Apparently not.
Do you have to show your card? Is it
most places you do now? Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah,
I did not have
for the
to.
food court, yeah.
I did not have to. All you got to do is lie. That's the secret. Just lie if you're going to Costco. If you don't have a membership.
Listen up, kids. Just lie.
Just lie. Just lie. All right. So, John, we always say, oops, there could be one player that hits the market that nobody expects to hit the market.
Yep, every year.
Shams Charania today is talking about this.
As we sit here on August 4th, sources tell me there is nothing set in stone about whether Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to stay in Milwaukee or whether he wants to leave elsewhere. He's been evaluating his future this entire offseason. I reported way back in mid-May that he's open-minded about whether his best fit is in Milwaukee or is it a trade elsewhere. That process has been continuing. There's been some real conversations he's having with his inner circle, from my understanding. And the one big question that is surrounding Giannis Antetokounmpo, that's surrounding his camp, is can he win another championship? Is this Bucks roster built for this upcoming season, for 2026-27, for him to win another championship, his second championship? We know how bad he wants to do that. Mm-hmm. And so only Giannis Antetokounmpo can make that determination, and clearly he wants to do it on his own time. I will say this. There are multiple teams that I know of that are literally waiting right now on what decision Giannis Antetokounmpo makes, waiting to see, does he actually hit the market? Training camps don't start till mid-September. There have been examples in the past. Kyrie Irving was traded to the Boston Celtics in August when he got moved. Damian Lillard was actually traded to Milwaukee in September. So there are deals that happen late in summers.
I'd be surprised.
Sounds like he's evaluating. I don't think the East is the East, but I don't think Milwaukee can win a championship.
If,
do you?
If Giannis moved between now and the start of the season, I mean, we're already in August.
I would be shocked, but I also am surprised that Shams is talking about it.
Well, and we were surprised by Luka. We were surprised by Dame a little bit. So, yeah, it could happen, but I just think why Milwaukee in the East?
Yeah, Milwaukee in the East has a shot, but I don't know.
If Giannis comes west, depending on what team he comes to, he doesn't automatically.
It's true. It's true. The Western Conference is just a beast. He's better off in the East, but I don't know that Milwaukee's got the pieces to win a championship either.
I don't either. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, boy, I salivate thinking down the line of Luka with Giannis. Giannis.
No, if they could swing it, yeah, it'd be unbelievable.
Giannis down the line, Luka. Man, can you imagine?
Oh, that'd be amazing. How about
So
Jokic?
incredible.
Can we add Jokic into that?
Yeah,
He seems unhappy.
Well, I'll settle for one of the two.
Right.
We'll settle for one of the two.
Future Lakers.
So, Ireland, I just sent you a little video. If you check your video, and we've got this major bet. I say the Chicago Bears, led by Caleb Williams, will win more games than the Pete Carroll-led Las Vegas Raiders. Now, I saw this video, and to me, it's a little concerning. Have you watched it?
I haven't, but I heard about it.
Okay. So he's trying to throw, it almost looks like a carnival, throw the ball through the hole in the net.
I love that you used trying as the phrase.
Well, because he 3 times tries to throw it through the hole in the net and can't do it, then throws a little temper tantrum.
Storms off.
So,
Ireland, think of you throwing the ball to Kasim at Rams camp last week or the week before. You were better.
You might have.
No. I was not better. I missed Kasim wide open. I got it done on third down, but I missed him wide open on first and second down.
Watch the video in the text message, and you'll see that you were just about the same or better.
Yeah, you are in the ballpark.
God, that's bad.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's bad. And then it's the temper tantrum afterwards that bugs me.
He threw one into the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's a little pissed off.
Bears are finishing dead last.
I've downgraded them to 9 wins.
Dead last.
9 wins.
DFL.
9 wins.
That?
Yeah, with that. But it's practice. He's practicing.
Matthew Stafford cannot pick up a ball for 6 months and throw better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I'm a little bit concerned. What, John, out of curiosity, and do we have Christine Brennan coming up next?
Yeah, 1:30.
Okay, good. This is a question that I think I was surprised at the answer.
Okay.
What percentage of Americans have no basic swimming skills? None.
Well, you know who enlightened me on this was Marcellus.
Mm-hmm.
He said, don't assume that most black people can swim. And I said, isn't that just a ridiculous statement? And he goes, no, I never learned how to swim until I was an adult. And so I would say that it's not that high of a number. I would say that 65% of people know how to swim.
Only 46% know how to swim.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Only
Even lower.
46% of Americans have basic swimming skills.
I was really proud of Marcellus when he threw himself in the ocean and took a swim class when he was like 40.
Oh, yeah. Well, you saw what the Ravens are doing. The Ravens, Marlon Humphrey and a bunch of guys there have recruited Michael Phelps.
I love that.
To teach them how to swim.
Well, I was thinking about that. If you could, let's say you could, and anybody you ask will say yes.
Yes.
You can ask someone alive today to teach you something. All right? It can be anything. You can ask somebody to teach you how to play guitar. You can ask somebody to teach you how to sing. What I think I would do is I want to write like Aaron Sorkin. I want him to teach me how to write. If you could use it on, like anybody can teach you a skill, what would you use it on?
I would probably, this is weird, but I would probably connect with one of those senior AI guys. The guys that are like very at the top. Because I want to be, I really like being on the cutting edge of things, and it seems like that would be it. Now, I think there's nothing cooler. I watched the Billy Joel documentary over the weekend. Have you seen that?
all of it, and I thought it was spectacular.
It's amazing. It is amazing. That guy's life is just that roller coaster is incredible. But to play the keyboard, to play the piano the way he does is just amazing.
So, Bergman, have you seen the Billy Joel doc yet?
I have not watched it yet.
Okay. This is 10 seconds of it. So if you don't want to know anything, tune out for about 10 seconds. But this is a great story that, Greg, you'll appreciate.
Okay.
So he was burned out from touring. And he said, I'm going to go to St. Bart's. Just go on vacation and sit on a beach someplace. Oh. So he goes to St. Bart's. He's in a bar. There's a piano in the bar. And he just sits down at the piano and he starts playing. As it so happens, just by luck, the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue is filming in St. Bart's. And Christy Brinkley and Elle McPherson walk into the bar. And he's hitting it off with both of them. They're basically fighting over Billy Joel.
What a life.
And a young girl walks up to him and goes, he's singing, they're doing karaoke and they're having fun leaning over the bar. And a young girl walks in and goes, hey, I can sing. I'm a really good singer, one of the models. And Billy goes, look, Elle McPherson and Christy Brinkley are fighting over me. Get lost, kid. And she goes, no, really, I can sing. And the girls go, yeah, she can sing. She's a good singer. It was Whitney Houston.
Oh, what?
In the bar.
That's awesome.
She was like, remember how Sports Illustrated used to bring like people from other walks of life and put them in the issue? That was her turn. She was down there with the supermodels, and Billy blew her off because he was flirting with Christy Brinkley.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I can sing.
I might watch it just for that story.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
that's awesome.
He's lived an incredible life. You know what grabbed me was, I don't want to give the whole show away, but when his accountant or his business manager ran away with everything.
Right. You know, that happened to Kareem, too. Yeah.
Yeah, because at one point I did trust a business manager with everything, and now I go back and think, wow, why did I trust that? I mean, it's totally good.
Yeah,
guy.
you didn't have a bad ending.
Didn't
though,
have
right?
a bad ending, but I realized, I don't really have much say over my money, so I took it back from him. But yeah, he got cleaned out by an executive, a business manager. It's an amazing documentary. Now it's a commitment.
It's 5 hours probably, 2.5, maybe 4.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a lot of hours.
It's like Christopher Nolan did it.
Baseball.
It's like a long documentary. You know everything, every album,
like
every single.
Irishman.
Like The Irishman of documentaries, yes. All right, coming up next for you, Christine Brennan's going to join us. She is from Toledo, Ohio.
Who is more famous, Greg, off the top of your head, Christine Brennan or Steve Mason?
Steve Mason.
Thank you.
I don't know.
So Christine Brennan maybe like 10 years ago.
What? What does that mean?
Wow.
I just haven't heard from her.
That's
in a
a
long time.
harsh.
I loved her, but I just haven't heard from her. For
But
a
does
long time.
she has a book?
Oh, okay.
Right, John?
Oh, she's written 8 books.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Awesome.
she's a good writer. That's
Good.
what her thing is. And she's coming up
In
next.
fame, you guys are legendary here. Steve Mason, Los Angeles.
We will get into it.
Yeah, we will find out with Christine Brennan from Toledo, Ohio. Next, Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about Cosm. It is the ultimate immersive fan experience. The Dome at Cosm is like this wraparound digital display. They've got reserved booth-style seating. It makes it impossible to not feel like you're in the middle of all of the action. Soccer, UFC, WWE, Cirque du Soleil, Orbital, college and pro football right around the corner. The movie The Matrix, all inside Cosm. You can enjoy their signature menu of food, craft cocktails, and beer as you watch all the action. And if you love college football, Cosm is where college game days become ultimate college game day experiences and where you will feel every tackle, interception, and touchdown from inside the game. Unforgettable moments happen at Cosm. Trust me, you've never seen anything like it. Go to Cosm.com right now, COSM.com, Cosm.com. Lock in tickets to college game days and all the events you want to go to at Cosm.com. That's Cosm.com. Maybe I'll see you there. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Tomorrow, it's a heavyweight clash in League's Cup. The Black and Gold takes on Mexican powerhouse Tigres in the third and final match of Phase 1 in League's Cup.
It's over. LAFC have grabbed the extra point on a second save by Thomas Hasal in the shootout.
Pre-game of LAFC and Tigres starts tomorrow at 7 p.m.
We know they're a fantastic club, but we look at every game, every opportunity as a challenge that we welcome, especially here at home to fight and play in front of our fans.
On 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
You know that feeling. You're finally asleep and bam, a leg cramp comes out of nowhere. Look, I've played through pain, but waking up with a leg cramp at 3 a.m., that sucks. So I don't mess around anymore. I keep Highland's Leg Cramps PM on my nightstand. No groggy side effects, no harsh meds, just a fast, effective relief that lets me sleep through the night without the Charlie horse surprise. Get the sleep you need with Highland's Leg Cramps PM. Get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Highland's Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
The fun way to drive home is with Sedano and Cap.
Coming up today at 3 p.m.
You know that now the airlines are starting to put in a tip option for the flight attendants?
Really? Come on.
When they ask if you want to buy something like a drink or snack or whatever, and they swipe your card on like an iPad thing, now they flip the screen to you and ask you if you want to leave the flight attendant a tip.
Okay, if a flight attendant asked me for a tip,
Right.
where honestly, like if you bring your phone on a Frontier flight, they charge you like $100 just to carry your phone on the plane.
Waters aren't even free.
If they ask me for a tip on Frontier, at this point I'm saying I'm making a stand.
No.
The answer is no tip.
I can say I've thankfully never flown Frontier.
Yeah, I've flown
they
it
said
once.
now a lot of the other
Wasn't
airlines
good.
are starting to do it too because
That's
of it.
ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Please
dude.
pull that drop. That's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Sedano and Cap on 710. The fun way to drive home.
Sedano and Cap.
And it is Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Like, that's the problem in the world, is there aren't enough happy shows. Fun shows.
Fun.
Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
All right, real quick before we get to Christine Brennan, LAFC ticket giveaway on 710. Call right now. Call in number 7-877-710-ESPN. Your chance to win tickets to tomorrow night's game at BMO as the Black and Gold battle Tigres in the League's Cup. Be caller number 7 right now, 877-710-ESPN. You will be at BMO only from 710 ESPN.
Now, Mace, while you were gone
Yes.
on one of your mini vacations, Christine Brennan came in the show. She has a new book about Caitlin Clark out that reached number 2 on the New York Times bestseller list, still in the top 10.
Yeah, it's called On Her Game, Caitlin Clark and the Revolution in Women's Sports.
And Ramona was in.
Yep.
And Christine, as you know, Mace, is from Toledo.
Yeah.
So she offered to come back on a day you'd be here, and we now welcome to the show the great Christine Brennan. Christine, thank you for doing this.
Hi,
How are
Christine.
you?
Oh, my gosh, guys, I'm great. And, of course, John, great to be with you again. And sorry, Ramona's not there. But, Steve, we've got to talk about Northwest Ohio, your career starting in Toledo. And, of course, you're a Bowling Green Falcon.
Yes.
Which we kind of hated because we were big Toledo Rockets fans.
Oh, you were
up. Sorry to tell you that.
you were a Toledo Rockets fan. I went to Bowling Green. That was our arch rival. Where did you go to high school in Toledo?
Ottawa Hills High School.
Ottawa Hills was where the rich kids went.
Well, and it worked out for Christine.
Yes.
It launched her to be great. Now, Mace, you were trying to argue that your career has been as successful as Christine's, but I don't think, Mace, you know the full extent of this.
Hey, can I just say, you have teed this up. I have not claimed to have a better career than Christine.
You're such a chicken.
You've teed this up as me
You're
versus
such a
her.
chicken.
I'm like, yeah, I think I made a mark. Christine, you have obviously been doing this for a while. You've made a mark. I think I've made a bigger one, but okay.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, Steve, where did you go to high school?
Maumee High School.
Maumee, okay. Not Maumee Valley, but Maumee.
Maumee
right?
Valley
Maumee
was
High
where
School.
the rich kids went.
Yeah.
Well, we played them in field hockey, yes. So I am revealing myself to be a true Ottawa Hills Green Bear, and this is where the book kicked off, by the way, for all of Toledo, not just for Ottawa Hills a couple of weeks ago. But yes, Maumee, obviously a suburb of, for the millions of people listening in Southern California who have no idea what we're talking about.
Well, that's okay. That's only one of the reasons. That's only one of the reasons we brought John Christine.
Can you guys get back to Caitlin Clark, please?
Yes, absolutely.
We are absolutely going to do it.
But we have to. Ottawa Hills is a suburb. Sylvania is another suburb. That's where Katie Holmes is from.
Rich kids.
And, of course, Maumee, Perrysburg. On it goes. So we could talk about the geography of Northwest Ohio for a while.
We'll do that privately, Christine. We'll do that privately.
Okay.
I heard that Caitlin Clark gets great ratings, so we should talk about her.
Yeah, and not only that, May, she's in town. Caitlin's in town. Now, Christine, she's unlikely to play tomorrow night in L.A. against the Sparks, correct?
That is correct. This is her fourth injury. This is a woman who before this season, guys, last missed a game sophomore year of high school in West Des Moines at Dowling Catholic, one game, a sprained ankle, and her high school coach tells me in the book it about killed Caitlin to miss that one game sophomore year of high school. So then all through the rest of high school, AAU, all of college, and of course last year in the WNBA, never missed a game. And now her fourth injury, they're taking their time with this one. This is her right groin, and I think that's smart because they're playing well. They've won 5 in a row without her. And the idea now, the way I see it, is that you want to get her 100% healthy, like not 99.9%, because the odds are they're going to make the playoffs. And with her healthy, they could win the whole thing. So why not gear up for the middle of August, end of August? That's what it's looking like right now, that she would come back and then just hopefully for her sake, obviously this is so disheartening for her because she's never been injured. She always plays. She loves playing. She would play with migraines, you guys, because she knew fans were coming. Even in college, she would do that, knowing people were coming to watch her play. Very appreciative, and also her sense of duty and responsibility is extraordinary. So, again, very strange for her, but she will probably almost certainly not play on this road swing for her with L.A. and then Phoenix. But it's the right thing to do to get her healthy in a couple of weeks so she can be ready for that stretch run and hopefully for the fever of the playoffs.
Christine Brennan is with us. Her book is On Her Game, Caitlin Clark and the Revolution in Women's Sports. So, Christine, where would this revolution be if there hadn't been a Caitlin Clark that came along?
Well, I wouldn't have written a book, and we wouldn't be talking,
True.
and you and I wouldn't be regaling the sports fans of LA with Toledo stories. But, to me, she is, and it's a great question. I don't think I've been asked this on this entire book tour. Excellent question, guys. I feel like we wouldn't have the exclamation point on what we're watching in our neighborhoods. The girl next door, the girl you see in the kitchen every morning with her gear over her shoulder going to volleyball and then softball and then lacrosse and changing in the car. The sense that we've done it, the sense of accomplishment, the sense that the country has fallen in love with what it has created with Title IX, now 53 years old. Obviously, the law that opened the floodgates for girls and women to play sports like their brothers did for generations. And instead, that law, 53 years, perfect amount of time. Things take a while. Doesn't happen overnight. 99 Women's World Cup, obviously at the Rose Bowl, 90,000 people, 40 million more watching on TV. I was there covering that. You felt like that was a seminal moment. It was, for sure. Mia Hamm, Brandi Chastain, Brianna Scurry, that whole group. Well, 2.5 years after that moment, July 10th, 1999, 2.5 years later, a little baby is born in Des Moines, Iowa, and is part of a generation born at the beginning of this century.
Yeah.
Young women, I'm related to one that literally got full blast Title IX after the Women's World Cup, and moms and dads going, I want my daughter to play sports just like my son. And lo and behold, America, here she is, all grown up, Caitlin Clark.
Christine Brennan is joining us. She's written several books, but the book On Her Game about Caitlin Clark is right now on the New York Times bestseller list and available in stores. Christine, answer this any way you want. Why is Caitlin Clark, who from all accounts seems great teammate, great role model, great player, but she's polarizing? Why is she polarizing in your opinion?
She shouldn't be, and I deal with that in the book, going great lengths in addition to how great she is, what a role model, how much fun she is. I mean, she's just got a great sense of humor, great teammate. Her teammates love her, love being on the receiving end of those passes, of course, as well as, watching those logo threes go in. But why? Why is she polarizing? Because it's a 74% black league that never got the attention it deserved from the mainstream sports media for various reasons. And players that we might have hoped would be superstars and transcendent, part of our culture, not just sports, but moving into the culture, being discussed in the produce section, like Caitlin Clark is, what time's her game tonight? And let's get home, make sure we know where Ion is on our, our TV. on our cable system. You know, those women didn't get that attention and didn't get that coverage, and most of them were black. And I think that's certainly been an issue. I deal with that in the book. I talked to the great Dr. Harry Edwards, civil rights leader, a black man, the man behind the Mexico City Black Power Salute in 1968 Olympics. And his voice saying the WNBA failed its players. That's Harry Edwards, not me, in the book, talking about what should have happened, understanding the magnitude of this moment, that a white woman's going to come in and be the superstar of a 74% black league. I don't belabor this point. There's way more Caitlin Clark magic in sports and an escape in on her game. But I do think it's important to touch on these issues with voices who know, right? People who get it, who've lived it. Brianna Scurry, the goalkeeper, the first black superstar of the women's soccer team. Her voice, too, saying, come on, you guys, get it. This is important. This is the moment. Don't get dragged down into all this other negativity. And so there are voices saying, don't do this. And yet the players, some of them, seem very obviously upset that Caitlin Clark has been so successful. The commissioner, Kathy Engelbert, I deal with her in the book. She cannot say Caitlin Clark's name in a 27-minute State of the League speech and Q&A at the first game of the finals. 27 minutes. All she's doing, guys, is talking about the bigger arenas, the record TV viewership, the record attendance, all because of one person, Caitlin Clark. Those are the facts. Facts are facts. Funny thing about facts. Data is data. It's all in the book. And yet the commissioner cannot say her name. And I call her on that. And then she actually gets something wrong. And I put all that in the book. So the bottom line is they can't do it. They're almost paralyzed. It's so troubling. And the fact it's happening in year two, we're well into the second half of year two of the Caitlin Clark era in the WNBA and throughout U.S. sports, women's sports worldwide. And they're still having trouble. I also think real quick, weird. Obviously, no surprise, though, to you or your listeners, we're a polarized society.
Yep.
Obviously.
Yep.
Politics, you know. So you throw that in. It's set against the backdrop of a presidential election last year. There's a lot going on, but they need to cut it out because this is the moment. This is the greatest moment ever for the WNBA. Take it and run with it. The old saying, of course, rising tide lifts all boats. That's what's happening, and they need to realize that as quickly as possible.
Last thing for you. Caitlin Clark at last check, and she's got, unbelievable sponsorship deals and all that, but she's making $78,000 and change to play in the WNBA. They're selling franchises now for $250 million. The Valkyries up at Golden State are at $500 million in valuation and could be the first billion-dollar women's sports franchise. When does this money wind up in the pockets of these talented players?
Yeah, the collective bargaining agreement, they are negotiating now. They've opened that back up. We'll see that get better. But, as you said, $76,000 last year for Caitlin, 78, whatever now. Of course, she's making millions with her endorsements.
Yes.
And millions and millions, 28 million alone with Nike and probably close to 40 million or so total. Well-deserved. In fact, she should be making more than that probably from Nike. They got a bargain because she's bringing all these young girls and women into sports in a way that these companies want forever. These women will grow up and run their households, right, and make these buying decisions. But the reality is, look at the decimal points we have to move. The top draft pick in the NBA, $57 million salary, $57 million to $78,000. But it's going to change with this new bargaining agreement, and it will keep getting better. And that's a victory, right? Because it's not going to reach the NBA numbers in my lifetime and our lifetimes. But I do think it is getting better. But Caitlin Clark is the economic rocket ship for this league, and they're going to ride her. And obviously that helps a lot with the ratings and what have you. And she's willing to be that person as well, which is wonderful, of course.
All right, Christine, let me piggyback on that, and then we'll let you go. Is there a chance if these players at the All-Star game, they all wore those shirts that said, "Pay us what we're worth"? Is there a chance that if the WNBA screws this up and they don't give them a fair offer, that these girls could combine together, for lack of a better term, and go like to a live type of thing? I'm not saying it would necessarily be Saudi money, but are they ripe for a competitive takeover if they don't do right by the players?
We talked about this the last time, right, where we said, in fact, it made a lot of news where it was more whimsical, right? Could Caitlin Clark start her own league? And she's the only one who could. And I know you're asking a different question this time. Clearly, that would be years down the road. You don't just do that and then next year. Yeah. But Well, what they can't do is strike. There's talk about a work stoppage or something.
Yeah,
that
terrible.
would be insanity.
Yeah.
They're not there yet. And I think, again, leadership, what we've talked about, and what is the hallmark of this last year and a half with the WNBA, the vacuum. The agents need to help the players understand the moment. The players need to, be smart about this. Caitlin Clark is mature beyond her years, 22 going on 40 or 50, as I say in the book, and how lucky the WNBA is that Caitlin Clark is as mature and kind and confident and doesn't blast away, when she could in press conferences. But they need her desperately, but they also need to be smart and play this right and look at the long game. But yeah, I think anything is possible, but they can't strike. They can't have a work stoppage. They need to be around, and they need Caitlin Clark back as quickly as possible to get those ratings up and to get fans. It's not just the average sports fan. It's the guy, especially, who never cared about women's basketball, who hated it, who now is wearing a number 22 jersey, not only to the games, but to the grocery store and the gas station.
Yeah.
And that's the person you don't want to alienate.
Hey, listen, Christine, this has been fantastic.
So good, Christine.
The book
Thank
is called On Her Game, Caitlin Clark and the Revolution in Women's Sports. It is written by fellow Toledoan Christine Brennan. Christine, great to talk to you. Thank you so much. Congratulations on the book. It's terrific stuff.
Well, my pleasure, Steve and John. And I know, John, you wish you were a Toledoan as well, don't you?
My whole life, Christine. It taunts me at night.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for doing this.
Thank
See
you.
ya.
There's
Great
the
day.
world-famous Christine Brennan. Coming up next, John, did MLB put together its own version of the Fire Fest? That is coming up next week.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen every documentary there is about the Fire Fest.
There may be one about this. I'll explain next. Soccer fans, this one's for you. It's the Soccer Dream Ticket presented by San Antonio Cardinal. Your chance to win an unforgettable trip for two. We're talking 2 tickets to the final match, hotel, round trip flights. Enter your chance to win at soccerdreamticket.com. That's soccerdreamticket.com. Brought to you by San Antonio Cardinal Wine, the perfect game day wine. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, time to talk about Toyota. You know that Toyota and the Lakers have been in business for 50 years? And the reason is the quality of the vehicles. There's never been a better time to find the Toyota that's just right for you. You can explore your full lineup of vehicles by visiting your Southern California Toyota dealer or going to Toyota.com. All you 4Runners lovers probably know the new Legacy 2025 4Runner is out. 4-wheel drive, great ground clearance, up to an amazing 465 pound-feet of torque. This is the new face of adventure, the all-new 4Runner available to you now at your Southern California Toyota dealer. Toyota, we make it easy. Let's go places.
Up next on ESPN LA.
More of LA's mega sports station and LA Sports Talk.
The 9-hour LA Sports Mega Blog, made possible by Next Gen Air and Plumbing.
Got a clog? Call NextGen for their $88 drain cleaning special.
Visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. Tell them ESPN LA sent you.
If you've been thinking about selling your home and you've heard about Seller's Advantage on the radio or seen them around town, you might be a little skeptical, wondering if they're just another shady company trying to take advantage. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Seller's Advantage has been buying homes from sellers in Southern California for over 20 years. They hold an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, and there's a reason they have some of the best reviews in town. Seller's Advantage will make you a competitive cash offer that can match what you'd end up with after paying for expensive repairs and agent commissions without the hassle of listing your home. Plus, they take pride in buying on your terms. If you want to sell your home, call Seller's Advantage for a no-obligation offer. 888-390-AS-IS. That's 888-390-AS-IS. 888-390-2747. Or, better yet, go to their website, sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage. Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason in Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
Kind of a bummer they did that big Bristol Motor Speedway game between Cincinnati and Atlanta this weekend. Rained like crazy on Saturday. Game delayed until Sunday. John, some people are comparing this to Firefest.
Well, it's the risk baseball takes because, this doesn't happen in football or basketball or hockey. If you do a novelty game, the weather can't take you out of the game. The weather took baseball out of this game. It's unfortunate because you and I were just talking last week about how much we love these Field of Dreams games or when they go to Williamsport. And it's a huge unlucky break that in August you got a rainstorm on a Saturday night in Tennessee. But it would Mace. I don't know if you checked it out at all.
Yeah,
it was a disaster.
Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Fox blocked the whole night for it. They waited 3 hours and then finally said, "Well, this isn't lightening up. Let's try and play." And it literally looked like a comedy. I mean, these guys are running giant puddles on the field. They didn't even get through one inning.
So they ran out of food, right?
Oh yeah, they ran out of everything.
Yeah, no food to be found. They ran out before the national anthem. They knew how many tickets they sold. How is that possible that they run out of food? Apparently, first thing to go, hot dog buns. So they started eating just plain hot dogs. Second thing to go, nacho cheese. They just started eating cheese. Then there's a picture of somebody with a brand new dish, which is a hot dog on top of nacho chips. No bun, no cheese.
So let me ask you this. If you're baseball, do you run it back next year and just write it off as we got an unlucky break? Or they lost millions on this, obviously.
Yeah, they lost a lot of money.
Do you just say, you know what, the weather is too much of a factor here. We can't afford to spend $100 million to do this and then get it rained out. Let's just kill it.
Major League Baseball, this is a tweet now, or a writer. Major League Baseball thought none of this through in Bristol. They should be ashamed. Every person should get their money back, even if the weather would have been good. Bristol Motor Speedway was wildly unprepared for demand of food and beverage, just an absolute disaster. So the argument there among people that, at the racetrack, even if it hadn't rained, it would have been a disaster because they didn't have enough food.
How is that possible? It's Bristol Motor Speedway. They have races
right. They
there.
have a good point, Greg. They have they do this for a living.
Yeah, how could they have underestimated food?
How does that happen? And drink.
And drink. Yeah, they ran out of beer also.
NASCAR people like to drink.
First it was buns, then it was nacho cheese, then it was beer. That's what they ran out of in order. It is the equivalent of Firefest, Ireland.
I know.
That's
crazy.
terrible, unfortunately, for baseball. Because I give them points for this. Like, I like the idea of them playing different places. They've got the Field of Dreams. Hockey does it in football stadiums. Like, all this stuff is really cool. They did an NBA game or a college basketball game, I think, on an aircraft carrier. I think the Dodgers have played at Camp Pendleton. I think all those things are really, really cool. But this kind of sets the whole thing back.
And I don't know if they'll try it again. I really don't.
Not at this spot, probably. By the way, would you refund people their money?
I probably would.
See, I probably would too. Have you ever disputed a charge?
Yeah, sure.
Now, to me, that's a good way to get your money back, right? Because if you dispute a charge, the charge company calls you and you say, yeah, they had no food. It rained. There was no game. I deserve my money back. And the card company can say, all right, yeah, we get it. Do you think that's an option?
Yeah, but and maybe that's the way it goes down.
Yeah.
But
I did that once. I was at a hotel. I was in the UK. I was at a hotel, and the air conditioning wasn't working, and it was hot as hell at this hotel. And I went downstairs and said, we're checking out. We're going to a different hotel. And they said, well, you still have to pay for the room. I'm like, fine. Handed me the credit card slip. I wrote on the total and the signature line, I dispute this charge. He never looked at what I wrote, but I wrote, I dispute this charge, and I never had to pay extra for that room that I didn't stay in that night. So it's, as a last resort, it's not a bad way to go. All right, coming up next for you, you're going to do some fast track. Bergman's got stuff. Brian's got stuff. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about Hyundai. You know, I love my car. I was driving here today. I came here in sport mode. So they've got smart mode and they got sport mode. And the sport mode just goes. And right now, you should check out the new line of Hyundai cars, SUVs, and EVs during the Hyundai Getaway Sales event. Have you seen the all-new electric Ioniq 5? I drove this thing. It is amazing. Maybe you're looking at SUVs like the Tucson, the Santa Fe, the Palisade. You want something stylish like the Sonata or like I drive, the Elantra. All amazing cars. And the 2025 Hyundais are here. It is a great day for a new Hyundai at the Hyundai Getaway Sales event going on now with your Southern California Hyundai dealers. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Tomorrow, it's a heavyweight clash in League's Cup. The Black and Gold takes on Mexican powerhouse Tigres in the third and final match of Phase 1 in League's Cup.
It's over. LAFC have grabbed the extra point on a second save by Thomas Hasal in the shootout.
Pre-game of LAFC and Tigres starts tomorrow at 7 p.m.
We know they're a fantastic club, but we look at every game, every opportunity as a challenge that we welcome, especially here at home to fight and play in front of our fans.
On 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
With Progressive Customer Service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last two, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates and other insurers, not available in all states or situations.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
You know I love the outdoors and adventures. Hey, it's Travis calling all adventurers. Page, Arizona is your ultimate outdoor playground. Snap that iconic shot at Horseshoe Bend. Then hike the stunning 11-mile rim trail. Explore one of 13 breathtaking slot canyons, including world-famous Antelope Canyon. Craving water fun? Cruise Lake Powell by kayak, jet ski, or houseboat, or float the Colorado River to Lee's Ferry. Make Page your base camp for day trips to Grand Canyon, Zion, and the Wave. Start planning your trip today at visitpageaz.com.
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
All right, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutosquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350 cube, 3 1/4 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plane manifold, full race cams.
Fast Track on Mason and Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. What do we got? Brian, you start out?
Yeah, I got it here for you today.
Cool.
So the news dropped on Friday. You guys were both out, so we didn't get your reaction on Micah Parsons requesting a trade from the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
Now, it's not, you request a trade. It was more or less how he did it. He did long notes app, from his phone, kind of typed up a little essay. But the thing he had in there that most people are saying is like, why'd you say this? He said, I don't want to be a Dallas Cowboy anymore. He straight out flat said that in his thing. Is that an issue? Because we already discussed, we think he might even play for the Cowboys again. Don't think he's going to get traded. As a fan, would you take issue of Micah Parsons saying, I don't want to be here anymore, I don't want to play here, or once he signs, it's all washed?
What's interesting, Mace, I sent you this morning, he might be kind of a hypocrite here because he kept criticizing college players early in his career for not living up to their contracts when they would, and now he's not doing it. But that's kind of the way business gets done in the NFL. I think in a month, this story is over. He's back in Cowboys camp. They work out a deal, and that's it. So I don't think football fans just want the best players playing, and I think he's going to play for the Cowboys, and I think this story is not a story in a month. What do you think?
Completely agree with that. I think this is just typical Jerry Jones, blustery kind of I won't pay you, and then in the end I actually do pay you, and it's much ado about what is ultimately going to be nothing. And I think if I'm a Cowboys fan, all I'm thinking is get Micah Parsons back in uniform. The heat is on Jerry Jones. Get Micah Parsons back. If I'm a fan, that's what I'm saying.
Fast Track.
So over the weekend, we had the induction of the NFL Hall of Fame. A couple of their speeches. Great. This is coming off of MLB had theirs a week ago or so. Great speeches. Some of these guys really, take the time. They get real emotional with it. So if you want to listen to them, they're always great. But two things came out of this NFL Hall of Fame induction that first time ever, and I want to see which one do you think is more impressive or which one will have a better chance of happening again first.
Okay.
So first, Antonio Gates, as I say, Charger, shameless plug here.
Mm-hmm.
First ever Hall of Famer to never play a single snap of college football. Just in a whole, it's very impressive.
Yeah.
And then second, Sterling Sharp joined his brother, Shannon Sharp, as the first set of brothers to ever make the Hall of Fame together. Which one of these is more impressive to you? Or
that's easy.
Will we see this again?
There's going to be brothers.
Yep.
All right. The Mannings are both going to be in soon.
But is the idea they both go in the same year?
No, not even the Sharps did that.
Not even the Sharps, right.
Shannon
okay.
was already in.
Got it.
The chances of us ever seeing another player who ever played a down of college football are almost zero.
Yes.
I mean, it's just so friggin' hard to make it in the NFL, and Antonio Gates was a freak. So, Mace, I think that's more impressive than the brother thing because we've seen other brothers, Rondé and Tiki Barber, Peyton and Eli Manning. I mean, there were a lot of great brothers. There's two brothers that were coaching against each other in the Super Bowl.
That's right.
Yeah, that's not as unusual as a guy who never played football not only in high school but in college.
Yeah,
and,
it's amazing. He was a power forward at Kent State.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the less likely scenario for all the reasons John said. We've seen brothers, but I don't think we've ever seen that and might not see it again.
Fast Track.
Old friend of the Dodgers, Gary Sheffield, was on All the Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes and Stack, talking about his time with the Padres, and more specifically how Tony Gwynn really was the one who taught him how to be a true hitter, as he said, quote, true hitter. But came up with a stat that he said is so impressive that it'll never be done again in baseball in this modern era. It just won't ever be touched again. So He said one of the years him and Tony Gwynn hit back-to-back 1,200 and only combined for 50 strikeouts. Saying
1,200?
So 1,200 times.
That's amazing.
50 strikeouts between the two of them. I think Tony Gwynn only had 17 and Sheffield about 33. Pretty much saying that the game has evolved and nobody really tries to just make contact anymore. And I heard Travis and DeMarco talking this morning with Greg on there, kind of like it's a home run or a bust or a walk. There's really no in between. Do you agree that with Gary Sheffield that this stat of people not striking out will never happen again because it is so home run or bust league now? And do you like watching that more than, 15 years ago where it was more about contact, average, getting on base?
Yeah, strikeouts are boring. In fact, the Dodgers struck out, I think it was 91 times in the first 8 games of that road trip that they're just coming back from. Again, 91 strikeouts in 8 games is like insane. So, I think we should value things in different ways. I don't think that record is going to be matched because it is zero-sum game, home run or strikeout. I think that's an impressive streak that won't be duplicated.
And to answer your second question, Brian, it's way better when the ball is in play. If you go to games and it's all home runs and strikeouts, then you don't see any defensive plays. You don't see any base runners. It just gets boring. The game is way better now. All the changes they made, whether it be to deaden the ball or make the bases bigger or, limit the amount of times you can throw over to first base, I'm stunned at how well all of the changes that baseball has put in have gone. I can't think of one that I don't like. And by the way, Mace, I'll include next year, Questak, the automatic strike zone coming in. I think that's going to help.
Yep.
So baseball's got it right. They're moving in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Fast Track.
One of these all-time lists put out by the New York Times this last weekend. A list of the 100 best movies of the 21st century.
Okay.
With the caveat here, it is voted based on top filmmakers, actors, and film industry execs. So just not no Joe Schmoes off the street here. The top 5 kind of caught me by surprise, but what would you say, first, before I read you the top 5, what would you say the best 21st century film is?
For me, it's The Social Network.
Yeah.
Written by Aaron
That was
Sorkin,
on the
directed by David Fincher. Killer performances by everybody from Jesse Eisenberg to Armie Hammer, who plays both of the Winklevoss twins.
Yep.
It's just Justin Timberlake as Sean Parker, Brenda Song as Andrew Garfield's girlfriend, Eduardo Saverin. Mace, to me, it's almost the perfect movie.
It's a great movie. It is absolutely in my top 5 of this decade, or not this decade.
21st century.
This 21st century.
This last 25 years.
25 years. The one that there are 2 that jump out at me. One is Inception, which I think is an incredible movie, which I can watch all the time. It's especially good if you happen to have had a gummy. And the other one is Mad Max Fury Road, which I think is incredible. Have you ever seen it, John?
No, just parts.
It is
That's
amazing.
when Charlize Theron's in, right?
Charlize Theron is incredible in that. And the visuals are spectacular. To me, that is like one of the great movies of the first quarter of the century.
Well, the 3 movies you guys named were on the list.
I'm forgetting The Dark Knight.
Brian, what's the top? What's the top 5?
So I'll read you top 5 from 5 down here. So 5th coming in is Moonlight.
That's a great movie.
4th is In the Mood for Love. 3rd is There Will Be Blood. 2nd, Mulholland Drive. And the number 1 movie of the 21st century, Parasite.
Parasite.
I never saw it.
I've never seen any of these top 5. So that was where I was like,
it's good. Moonlight I've seen. It's really powerful. Almost didn't win Best Picture because of Faye Dunaway, who opened the envelope and said the wrong thing. What else is on the list? Parasite's number 1. I thought it was okay. I'm not as blown away by Parasite as everybody else is.
There Will Be Blood.
Yeah, I drink your milkshake. I drink it up.
In the Mood for Love, Mulholland Drive.
What's In the Mood for Love?
Yeah, that's a good question. In the Mood for Love.
I don't even know.
I don't even know that movie.
So it's probably some foreign film with subtitles.
Did they only do top 5?
They have the 100. I only, for my purpose here, took the top 5. But those 3 movies you guys list were in there. A bunch of them were I was kind of surprised about. Not too many comedies, honestly. That's the one genre that I thought, people don't really respect the comedy and like a good movie.
People don't make comedies anymore.
Especially rom-coms. Rom-coms are all done by like Netflix now.
Yeah, I mean, there was the one with Glenn Powell, but other than that, nothing. And just straight comedy they don't make anymore. Like, I thought it was really fun to go see Naked Gun, which had so many jokes in it. And they weren't trying to send you a message. It was just there for fun. I think it's okay to have a movie that's just there to make you laugh. Whatever happened to just flat-out comedies?
Fast Track.
That was a rhetorical question.
So, ESPN was doing recently the 50, states, 50 days kind of deal, highlighting that. So a YouTuber is kind of taking it one step further, partnered with the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital for, fundraiser to raise money here. So their goal was to raise $1 million to travel to 50 states in 50 days.
Okay.
Ended up surpassing it. About $11 million they ended up raising here, all streamed on YouTube. We partnered with Airbnb, too, to stay at, like, these unique, cool places.
Yeah.
But they finished the 50 days in 50 states with a video of, what do we do now? You know, we just traveled for 50 straight days, and now we kind of feel like, what's next?
What's next?
So my question is, what's the longest you've ever traveled, and could you do this? Let's say if you were up for the challenge, 50 straight days of traveling around the United States, could you do that?
So when I was starting on radio, I was always looking for crazy stunts. And
bits.
One I did back in Toledo, home of Christine Brennan, was I hitchhiked across America. So flew to New York, me and my broadcast partner, Diane, and we started right at the Lincoln Tunnel. We caught a ride with a trucker. We continued to catch rides all the way across the country, finished in Los Angeles. Unfortunately, we did videotape the entire thing, and that stuff still lives, but unfortunately, we couldn't live stream it. Now it would be really cool if you could live stream it, but that's probably my biggest trip.
How long was that, like the whole trip? Do you remember?
It took maybe 9 days to hitchhike across the country. I don't advise anybody to hitchhike anymore. Don't hitchhike. I don't think it's safe anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't sound safe.
I don't think it was that safe then, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I went to 17 Major League stadiums in 16 days once.
Yeah.
That's about as much as I did. I went on a crazy baseball trip where we just went to see all the ballparks. But I travel for a living. I'm on the road about 100 nights a year, so that's no big deal to me. I like traveling. I like hotels. I like going on the road and seeing the country, so that's an easy one for me.
Fast track.
I got one more here for you guys. So on this day in sports, I always love these. 2007, Alex Rodriguez became the youngest player ever to hit 500 home runs. Crazy enough, 3 years later, the 600 home runs on the same exact day. So August 4th, 500 and 600. On top of that, 2007, also Barry Bonds tied Hank Aaron's 755 record, all on this day here, coming up August 4th. So my question, Alex Rodriguez, Barry Bonds, we just had MLB Hall of Fame, NFL Hall of Fame. Do they ever get in? Should they ever get in?
That's a good question. I think they eventually both do, Mace. I don't know if you and I will be alive to see it, but I think eventually they get in.
Yeah, I think somewhere down the line with the Veterans Committee, somebody of this generation has the attitude that I don't have it. Like I don't think baseball writers are going to vote them in. They're falling on the ballots now as they go along.
Except the younger writers tend to not be bothered by steroids as much as the older ones were.
And that's why when the Veterans Committee is comprised of younger people, they may let those guys in or put
like
those
I'm pretty
guys
sure
in.
Buster Olney, who used to come on with us, has now said he'd let them all in.
Would he?
Yeah. That with an acknowledgement that they use steroids, but he says it's too hard to figure out who did and who didn't. So I think he's in favor of letting everybody in.
Yeah,
I hope I have that right.
I would not vote for them, but I don't begrudge somebody who does. Just a difference of opinion. To me, the steroid era is different than other eras in baseball. So I would hold it against them. But if so, it's a democracy. Like, for example, this year, don't you not think Pete Rose is going to be elected first ballot Hall of Fame?
I'd vote for him.
I would, too. I think baseball writers are going to, right, Brian?
Yeah. And are you one of these guys that, still will say, oh, Barry Bonds is not the true home run king?
I am that guy, yes.
It is Hank Aaron,
yes,
755?
I'm that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, so I'll just,
Yeah, that's me. All right, coming up next for you, 25 years ago today, a major sports moment. Looking back, would you call it a disaster? Also, right now, caller number 7, 877-710-ESPN. It is an LAFC ticket giveaway right now. Your chance to win tickets to tomorrow night's game at BMO, the Black and Gold Battle Tigres in the League's Cup. Be caller number 7 right now, 877-710-ESPN, and you will be at BMO, courtesy Mason and Ireland and 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you run your own business, you got to use Thrive, the leading managed security service provider in the country. We always talk about it. Defense wins games and turnovers kill you in sports. Same is true in business. 1/3 of businesses will unwittingly turn over their sensitive company data to thieves this year. And in an instant, everything is compromised. Your customer files, your bank accounts. You won't even know until $1 million ransom demand hits your email. Preventing data turnover is why your business needs Thrive. They'll start with a cyber risk assessment. Their security analysts identify gaps and deliver proactive solutions to keep your network healthy and protected. I've been hacked. You don't want it. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Are you ready? Get your no-obligation security recommendations and consultation. Your business depends on it. Just go to this website, thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Protect your business with Thrive.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next. Are you ready for amazing golf at one of the best courses in Southern California and to be part of raising money for an incredible cause? It's time for the 4th annual Give Back Golf Classic. Friday, August 29th at the stunning Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda, benefiting the Folds of Honor Foundation. Folds of Honor, they have a mission to empower deserving military families with educational support and opportunities. Register to play now at blackgoldgolf.com/FOH. Plus, there are still sponsorship opportunities to be part of this amazing event. blackgoldgolf.com/FOH.
Rams fans, the 2025 Rams regular season is right around the corner. Don't miss any regular season home games this year with marquee matchups against the 49ers, Lions, Texans, Buccaneers, and more for only $97 per game. In addition, get home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2025. Again, that is therams.com/2025. Secure your season tickets and see you at the Rams house.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
When I say
Look, there's Mark Walter. Hi, Jeannie. Rob Palinka's there. Luka, all at the Backstreet Boys concert at Sphere on Saturday night to celebrate the new extension, Ireland, for Luka Dončić.
Thank goodness.
So that is a done deal. Now put that into perspective, because he's going to be able to recapture some of what he's lost in that Dallas trade.
Yeah, eventually
right?
he'll get it all back.
Yeah.
But it's just going to take him a little longer.
So he signed a 3-year deal. That means in 28 he will be a 10-year player and is eligible for the Supermax, which will make him how much a year?
Well, if everything goes right,
yep,
he'd be eligible for a 5-year, $400 million contract, which would make him the first ever $80 million a year player. And by the way, Mace, at the end of that, he would still be pretty young. You know, he can reset this all when he's 28.
Yep.
he has a chance to make $100 million by the end of that contract.
Who's the first $100 million player
for 1 year?
Yeah,
I don't think it's happened yet.
No, I'm saying who
maybe
is
one
going,
of the golfers.
who is going to be in
might be
the
him.
NBA.
Yeah, it might be Luka, might be Wemby.
Could be Wemby. Yeah. It's an amazing amount of money. But I love the commitment that Luka has made to Los Angeles. It's clear that from, paying for parking to fixing a mural to all the great fire relief, signing his extension on day one, saying all kinds of nice things on social about Mark Walter and the Lakers. I think all that stuff adds up to a guy who's got a chance to be really beloved in Los Angeles.
Yeah, he may already be there. But let's see. I think this season, we know what we're going to get out of LeBron and Luka.
Yes.
This season kind of hinges on DeAndre Ayton, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, the rest of those guys, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. Marcus Smart is another guy who I think makes a difference. Yeah, I think, look, if they play the way they did in the second half last year, once they put Luka and LeBron together, Luka, LeBron, and Austin, if you play like that, they are going to win a bunch of games this year. Now, the problem is you can win 50 games and still be, I don't know, the 6th seed or the 7th seed in the Western Conference. That's the way the Western Conference stacks up. It is very, very tough.
Yeah, it might be the only bad team, and they won't be horrible, is Utah.
Yeah.
Every other team might be good. We'll see. There's going to be some good teams that don't make that, not even the play-in tournament. Like, I don't know who's going to finish 11, 12, 13. I really don't.
No, I mean, a lot of it is it's going to be injury dependent, and we're going to see who actually has some synergy and develops a little bit more. I wanted to touch on the Dodgers. Mookie Betts is continuing to struggle in a monster way. And the question is, if you look at his splits past the All-Star break, it is just terrible. He had an awful month of July. He had a very bad road trip. He did have a sacked fly yesterday, but generally had a really bad road trip. And the question is how do you fix this? What can Dave Roberts do? What can the Dodgers organization do to try to get Mookie back on track?
I would move him back to the outfield. I talked about this earlier in the show. I just think that the shortstop experiment has been fine. You know he can play short now, but let's get the guy back to where he was more comfortable and where he was a Gold Glover and see what happens.
So one thing that Dave Roberts talked about this over the weekend, and Bill Plunkett wrote about it too, was that Dave Roberts is saying that he just can't see if you move him to the outfield that all of a sudden he's going to go 2 for 3. If all of a sudden he's going to start hitting.
How do you know unless you try it?
Right, but then if you take him out there, you can't move him back is kind of the issue. For me, I'd move him to second base. It's apparent that he doesn't want to go into the outfield. And with Tommy Edman being down, with Hae-Sung Kim being down, put him at second base, let Alex Freeland play shortstop, let Miguel Rojas play shortstop. And now you have Max Muncy back at third. I would move him over there. I would also consider, I'm not ready to do it yet, but I'd consider moving him in the lineup.
You move him where? Oh, yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah, I would
John, this is interesting. If you had to put him somewhere in the lineup to try to get him cranked up, how far would you drop him?
Well, remember, since Shohei you would be assuming if you move Mookie, Shohei would no longer hit second; he'd hit first.
Hit first again.
He switched back. He switched back to.
We all arrived at the same conclusion, John. You said ninth, right?
Yeah.
Ninth.
Yeah. Second leadoff guy.
Yeah, I would move him all the way down.
Out.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to do that yet. I don't think the Dodgers.
No,
are ready
I don't
to do
think
that
we're
yet.
there yet. No.
But if you're looking for fixes and things that could possibly fix him, moving him to the 9th spot, putting him at second base, and just have less strain on his body at second base and less at bats and less leveraged at bats. Those are all certain places for him to go to.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Dodger fan today, do we know on Max Muncy yet? Max Muncy was close, and
I don't know if
potentially
he's back
tonight.
It's close.
We know that Tommy Edman is likely headed to the IL, but I don't know that that's happened yet. Hae-Sung Kim got a cortisone shot in his shoulder. He's going to be a bit. I haven't heard anything on Kike Hernandez. Alex Call made a nice catch yesterday. I actually kind of like him. It was not the splashiest trade deadline for the Dodgers, Ireland.
Say that again?
It was not the splashiest trade deadline for the
I
Dodgers.
was disappointed, weren't you?
I was. I really thought they were going to come away with Stephen Kwan. maybe Alex Call will be terrific. Maybe a platoon with Conforto on the big side of the platoon works. But I would have loved Stephen Kwan in that spot.
Yeah, I think he just fixes so much in your outfield, especially if you're not moving Mookie back to right. It fixes. You have a legitimate left fielder. You don't have two dead spots in the corner outfielders. It just feels more.
By the way, Padres are 3 back now.
Yep.
And they were very active at the trade deadline. They got first baseman Ryan O'Hearn and Ramon Laureano from Baltimore, who are 2 immediate starters. Mason Miller, who throws the ball about 105 miles an hour, 104. They add him to the bullpen, and they added a starter named J.P. Spears. They were very, very active. And A.J. Preller, the general manager in San Diego, is in go mode all the time. And he's there again. I think they're likely a playoff team after these moves. I don't think they catch the Dodgers, but I think they do make the playoffs.
I mean, they should. Mason Miller is the biggest piece of all of that. That now he's going to be in the back of your bullpen, and if it's not him, it's Robert Suarez. They have a really good bullpen.
Yep.
I give them credit every year because no matter what, at least they go for it. And I don't understand why the Dodgers, Ireland, didn't go for it when they have all of these guys in AAA that are blocked in the major league level. Use some of them and go get somebody.
I was shocked. I'm surprised you guys are with me on this. I thought you would say, well, they've got the best roster and, blah, blah, blah. I actually thought they had to do something.
No, the thing is, even if you've got a great roster, it's got to get better.
Yep.
You're the Dodgers. You've got to be all in. If you've come this far, you got the second best record in the National League. You lead the division by 3. You cannot leave anything on the table, and you can't sacrifice an immediate impact for a minor leaguer that may or may not pan out.
Who knows? Gavin Lux didn't pan out for the Dodgers.
No,
James Outman didn't pan out for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys that have come up through their system.
It's funny, Greg, the guys
nothing.
you're mentioning are the guys that were supposedly untradeable.
Yep.
And now it turns out they're very tradable.
I mean, sometimes it works. Seager, Bellinger, they worked, but those guys didn't. You don't know.
Yeah. So, Ireland, I sent you a story about the New York Post. Did you get that?
Yeah, but I read it yesterday. I thought it was I've been wondering for years why they don't do this.
So the New York Post has announced that they are going to launch the California Post in that same style with with the tabloid format, the big headline on the back, usually a sports headline, the big headline on the front, usually a news headline. Do you think this can and will work?
I would feel better about it if we still actually read newspapers. One of the reasons why the Post is so good is that's what you'd grab when you jumped on a train.
Yep.
And it was easy to read because it was, a lot of rumors in it. Page 6 is great, really fun. But as a concept, yeah, I think it could work. I mean, think about what they do in New York with the Post is they basically sensationalize celebrities.
Yes.
And here we have more celebrities than they do. So, I mean, I think it could work, yeah.
Yeah, the problem is I don't even know where I would pick it up. Like, there are no...
you would read it online.
I'd read it online. I don't think I'll ever have a hard copy of the California Post, but I guarantee you we're doing stories from it.
Right.
I mean,
I'll look for it. I'll check it every day.
Yeah,
while
me
we're
too.
doing the show.
Me
for
too.
Sure.
I
like
Bergman,
the idea.
Can we subscribe?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're instead of going when you're on Twitter and you go to New York Post to find stories, you'll go to
California Post. Yeah,
CA Post.
Yeah,
I mean, it should be exact same stuff, but it fits more with us.
Yeah, exactly. All right, coming up next, 25 years ago today, John, something interesting happened. I want to know from you if it was a disaster or if it was a worthy experiment.
Okay.
That's next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. This is an ad for BetterHelp. So these days, there is so much advice for everything, right? There's cold plunges, and there's gratitude journals, and there's screen detoxes, and all that stuff. But does it actually work for you? With the internet and all the overload of mental health and wellness information, it can be a struggle to know what's true and what actions you should take. So you got to try therapy. It's made all the difference in my life. I don't know where I would have been had I not started therapy 20 years ago. And BetterHelp has got over 30,000 therapists. It is the world's largest online therapy platform. They've served 5 million people globally. They've got all kinds of mental health professionals with a diverse variety of experience. They've got one that will fit into your schedule. unwind from work, take a break from your mental health challenges with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month of therapy at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout, BetterHelp.com/timeout. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Up next on ESPN LA.
More of LA's mega sports station and LA Sports Talk.
The 9-hour LA Sports Mega Block, made possible by Next Gen Air and Plumbing.
Got a clog? Call NextGen for their $88 drain cleaning special.
Visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. Tell them ESPN LA sent you.
Get ready for the ultimate freestyle experience. Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, presented by Spin Master. For the first time ever, Monster Jam trucks team up with freestyle motocross bikes to deliver gravity-defying skills and thrills. See one-of-a-kind FMX bikes designed to match your favorite iconic Monster Jam trucks. Cheer on Team Gravedigger, Team El Toro Loco, and more. 2 times the freestyle action, full sad family fun. Coming to Crypto.com Arena August 22nd through 24th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Lock in your seats today at MonsterJam.com.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
Hey, what's up, people? It is Monday. Some people like to say Happy Monday. I do not.
Happy
I don't
Monday!
believe anybody's actually happy about it being Monday.
I don't care.
Except for Ireland. So, hey, this is interesting to me. 25 years ago today, John, something happened that is still a source of controversy. I'm going to play this for you. On this day, 25 years ago, this guy was hired for Monday Night Football.
Well, folks, tonight it's the case of the misunderstood coaches. On the one side, we've got Jim Mora, the fittest 65-year-old in the world, not to mention the guy who stole Burt Bacharach's hair. Now, for some reason, it was deemed that Mora had a desultory tenure in New Orleans, but if you check the record book, it was anything but. 93-74 during the regular season in the Delta, and that alone should get him into Canton. On the other side of the ball, you got Mr. Smiley Face, Tom Coughlin. Now, he's still suffering negative PR from that great Santuni inaugural boot camp he held. But if you look at him and his team, they have some sort of bond because these guys play their tookuses off for him.
All right, so, John, Dennis Miller to Monday Night Football. What did you think when you heard it?
I didn't mind it. Thought it was worth a swing. Monday Night Football has always been an entertainment vehicle. I've always liked Dennis Miller. As you know, I'm a huge SNL guy.
Sure.
I thought to me, it was a good kind of diversion from the traditional, just the sports people. I didn't mind it. I know it didn't work, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did not. I did not like it. I think it sounded very out of place. Now, I think everything is worth a swing. Like, it's worth trying it. I mean, I think it was worth experimenting with it. I don't think it worked. I think everybody wants to find the next Howard Cosell, and that just does not exist. That person was a once-in-a-history kind of personality, and you're not going to grab somebody from another field and duplicate that magic.
Maybe not, but they've tried. Remember they put Rush Limbaugh on
they tried it.
ESPN Countdown? I think he lasted 2 weeks,
yep.
and everybody ran him out of there.
They tried Tony Kornheiser.
Yep. Who did, I think, Monday Night Football for 2 or 3 years. But, to me, why not try some of this stuff? I mean, we know what a traditional announcing team sounds like. there are very few of them that are really good at it. So if you want to try something different with a guy like Dennis Miller, I'm okay with it.
See, I think, first of all, I think it was fine, but I would rather have him on an alternative channel. Like, we should be, like...
Yeah, like, if you wanted to try it today, he would be on the Manning cast.
Yeah, the Miller cast. You would do the Dennis Miller cast, because I just want straight-up football. I just want Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. That's all I'm really looking for from Monday Night Football.
See, I was the same. And all those references that he was making, it's skewed older.
Yes.
So if you're trying to get a crowd, like at that time, it's 25 years ago, I was 16 years old. Those references didn't hit me like they do probably some other people. So it was a much higher age range.
Yeah, and I think sometimes trying to reinvent the wheel isn't smart. Like, I really just like a straight-ahead football game. Do you ever watch those alternative broadcasts?
Yeah, I watch Manningcast.
See, I don't, because I can't keep track of the game on Manningcast.
Yeah, I stopped too.
It just depends who the guests are, to be honest.
If they've got a great guest, I will flip over sometimes. But if I'm there, I really want a football game.
Yeah, which is probably why they should do alternate channels.
Yes.
For people like you that just want the facts there, and for people like me that don't mind them trying stuff, put them on the alternate.
Yeah. And they've got, by the way, on top of everything else, they've got StatCast. Like when there's a big game, they've got like multiple channels doing it. Like,
for the national championship game in college, they've got like 5 or 6 of them.
The Ocho aired this weekend, Ireland.
I know.
Yeah. So how much Ocho did you consume?
I just, flipping channels, caught it occasionally.
What did you see that was good?
The guys trying to stand on top of barrels. What do you call that?
Barrel standing?
Barrel
barrel walking?
Yeah, that jumped out at me as good. What was your favorite one?
My favorite one was darts, because I can play
darts?
that. I can play it.
Oh.
I can't get hurt in darts. I don't think I can get hurt in darts.
Did they have the guy?
Beto's in here. He's saying, yeah, you can.
Did they have the guy that got 180?
Yes, they do. They've got. If you watch it, it's bullseye,
amazing.
bullseye. They're so good. But I could play darts. You'll hurt your finger. I'll hurt my finger. Beto says, hurt my finger. Yeah, the Ocho has a legacy after all is said and done. It started in some dumb movie that we all love, and now they do it every year.
It was Dodgeball.
Dodgeball was so great. Rip Torn. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah, that was so good.
Such a good movie. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's. I'm going to do a little early because I didn't have anything teed, so I'm going to just go to Game of Games. Is that okay with you, John?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. We're going to go to Game of Games next. Got a little confused there at the end. All right, Game of Games is coming up next. It's Ireland's game. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, did you know if you're hiring, it can take up to 11 weeks on average to hire for an open job? Nobody's got 11 weeks. That's why you got to use ZipRecruiter, and right now you can use it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter uses a powerful matching technology to quickly find and send you the most qualified people for your roles. How quick? 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Or as Ian Siegel, the guy who invented ZipRecruiter, says, we don't leave anything to chance. That's why you got to use this. And did I mention it's free? Just go to that website, ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Tomorrow, it's a heavyweight clash in League's Cup. The Black and Gold takes on Mexican powerhouse Tigres in the third and final match of Phase 1 in League's Cup.
It's over. LAFC have grabbed the extra point on a second save by Thomas Hasal in the shootout.
Pre-game of LAFC and Tigres starts tomorrow at 7 p.m.
We know they're a fantastic club, but we look at every game, every opportunity as a challenge that we welcome, especially here at home to fight and play in front of our fans.
On 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority. You know I love the outdoors and adventures. Hey, it's Travis calling all adventurers. Page, Arizona is your ultimate outdoor playground. Snap that iconic shot at Horseshoe Bend. Then hike the stunning 11-mile rim trail. Explore one of 13 breathtaking slot canyons, including world-famous Antelope Canyon. Craving water fun? Cruise Lake Powell by kayak, jet ski, or houseboat, or float the Colorado River to Lee's Ferry. Make Page your base camp for day trips to Grand Canyon, Zion, and the Wave. Start planning your trip today at visitpageaz.com.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Hey, Joe Fortenbaugh here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sportsbook for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with the promo code JOEQ to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Harry Douglas here. We all know breakfast is an important part of your day, but when you're traveling for work and your hotel doesn't offer any, you're forced to make do with peanuts and an energy bar as you sprint off to your shift. But if you book a room at La Quinta by Wyndham, you can enjoy their free Bright Side breakfast, featuring delicious baked goods, fruit, eggs, yogurt, and waffles. We refuse to let you go to work hungry, and I mean refuse, and aim to send you off fueled up. Tonight La Quinta, tomorrow you shine. Book direct at LQ.com.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in L.A., Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
Got a little confused there at the end. Here we go. It is Game of Games time, and it's Ireland's game, live from Idaho, live from the compound. It is me, Bergman, Brian Cohen, and look who's here. It's DeAndre Hawkins. DeAndre, what's up, man?
What's going on? What's going on?
What's going on, man? Good to have you. Of course, the associate producer of the afternoon show here with Shadano and Cap. Coming up today with Shadano and Beto. And Ireland, what kind of game we got?
All right, so this is the game today. It's a game of over-under. I'm going to give you a number.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me if, the number in most cases is fake.
Okay.
You tell me if the actual number is over, under, or right on the money. This will make sense as we go.
Got it.
All right. So, Brian, this one, we'll start with you. Number of teams that Baker Mayfield has played for in the NFL. My number is 4. Brian, is that over the actual number, under the actual number, or right on the money? Baker Mayfield, 4 NFL teams.
I'm going to go under.
Under. Greg.
I think it's exactly on.
You're going right on the money.
I'm going right on the money.
DeAndre.
I'm going under.
It's right on the money. He's played for the Browns, the Panthers, the Rams, and the Bucks.
Yes.
So Mason and Bergman are on the board. By the way, Brian, did you pass me last month? Did you win the month?
We tied, actually.
Okay,
We tied.
so we each get 5.
Yep.
Okay. All right, next one. Greg, this one coming to you.
Okay.
Beyonce is the most nominated artist in Grammy history. How many times has Beyonce been nominated for a Grammy? Now, this includes her work in Destiny's Child and with the Carters.
Okay.
My number is 95. Ooh. Is that number over, under, or right on the money?
I think it's under.
Okay, you say she has less than 95.
No. Sorry, more than 95. I think
you think she has more than 95.
Yeah,
okay,
I thought
so
your
you're
number
going
was,
over.
Yeah.
All right, Mace.
Less
95. Does she have? Is it over, under, or right on the money?
Less than.
Okay, DeAndre.
I want less than.
Brian.
Less than.
Greg's the only one who got it. She has 99 nominations, more than any other person.
That's crazy.
All right, Mace, this one coming to you.
Okay.
Of course, LeBron James is the NBA's all-time leading scorer. How many career points does LeBron now have? My number is 43,232. 43,232. Is the actual number over, under, or right on the money? Mace.
I'm going to go right on the money.
Okay, DeAndre.
I want under.
Brian.
I'll go under.
Greg.
Just under.
Just under is the correct answer. He has 42,184. And Bergman, as always, with the early lead.
That's right.
Damn. DeAndre. Here's the interesting thing about this question, D. Christine Brennan gave you the answer if you were listening closely earlier.
I was listening some.
All right. We talked about Caitlin Clark. Mm-hmm. She has an 8-year shoe contract with Nike. How much money is Nike paying Clark for those 8 years? My number is $33 million. DeAndre, is that over, under, or right on the money? Amount of money they're paying Caitlin Clark, I say $33 million. Over, under, or right on the money?
Under.
You're going to say under. Okay, Brian.
Right on the money.
Greg.
I'm going over.
Mace.
I'm going over.
It's under. They pay her
$28
million.
Is that what she said? I thought she said something in the 20s, didn't she?
She did. $28 million.
You said over.
You said it was over.
My number was 33. You said over.
All right.
All right, so here we go. Greg has 3, DeAndre
Not winning
2,
this
Brian
sucker
and
anyway,
Mace
so
1.
Who cares?
All right. All right. Tiger Woods. This one's back to you, Brian. Tiger Woods is tied with Sam Snead for the most PGA Tour wins in a career. How many career tournament wins does Tiger have? My number is 84. Is that over or under, right on the money, Brian?
Under.
Okay. Greg.
God, I feel like it's right there. I'm actually going to go on the money.
You go right on the money. Mace.
I'm going on the money.
DeAndre.
I'm going to go under.
Under is the correct answer. The number I gave you was 84. Tiger has 82 wins.
Wow.
82 wins. So, DeAndre 3, Greg 3, Brian 2, Mace 1. Here we go.
God.
Greg.
Yes.
Only 10 NBA players have scored 60 or more points on one or on more than one occasion, led by Wilt Chamberlain, who did it 32 times.
Oh, God.
Is that a lot?
That's crazy.
Kobe Bryant is second on that list. How many times in his career did Kobe score 60 or more points in an NBA game? My number is 11. Wilt had 32. My number for Kobe is 11. Greg, is that over, under, or right on the money?
He did it a good amount. I think the number is over.
Okay. You think he did it less than 11?
No, I think he did it more than 11.
Okay, so your guess is over. Okay.
Yes.
Mace.
Over.
DeAndre.
I'm going to go right on the money.
Okay.
Good number. Good
Brian.
I'm going to go right on the money as well.
None of you got it. Kobe, it's under. Kobe did it only 6 times.
I was trying to count.
The list is Wilt 32. Kobe's second was 6.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Okay. DeAndre and Greg still tied for the lead. I'll make them go first because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Here we go. DeAndre.
I'm storming back. I'm storming right back into this sucker right now.
DeAndre, Meryl Streep has been nominated for more Oscars than any other actor or actress. How many times has Streep been nominated for an Oscar? The number is 21. My number. Is that over, under, or right on the money, DeAndre?
I'm going over.
You're going over. She has more. Greg.
More.
Brian.
Right on the money.